This is for the ones who were raised on gasoline dreams, for the lug nuts holding tight to the wild red line scenes, for the families, the drivers, the wrench-turning crews, for the chrome, the smoke, and the ones who refuse to lose. Where horsepower meets heart, yeah, that's who we are. We're a culture, we're a brotherhood, we are only motivated. Build not borrowed, that's a creed written deep in our veins. We turn busted cars into legends and rust into fame. From late night garage grind to race day stadium roars, every scar on our knuckles unlocked 1,000 doors. We don't back down, we don't break, we don't fold. Every ride we build tells a story worth gold. Slow down, but the engine said no and we stood our ground. To the ones who grew up rich and when the rest took the easy way, we found our path in the piston noise and we'll ride it every day. Pedal to the metal, this is where we belong. Cars, trucks, monster trucks, loud and strong. Passion, pride, lug nuts, side by side. If you love what you drive, garages for the kids who chase dreams through the scars and collages, for the racers who gave everything without fail, and the fans who stand proud when the engines wail. Where horsepower meets heart, yeah, this ain't a phase. It's our passion, our culture, and we'll live it to the grave. Pedal to the metal, forever in our veins. Getting louder from here. Nothing built strong was ever built out of fear. The road is wide open and the fire won't slow, because this isn't a hobby, this is the only life we know. Pedal down, heads high. We're not done. Pedal down, heads high. Pedal down. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. You're listening to Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music, the show where horsepower, stories, and great music come together. From beautiful collector classics to fire-breathing race cars to the ground-shaking thunder of monster trucks, this is where the world of motors meets the power of music. So strap in tight, fire up, and grab your favorite cold drink, because a ride is about to begin. And now, here's your host, Roller.
Well, hey. Yes, hi. Thank you. Thank you very much. Man. Oh, happy 4th of July. I hope you had fun. What's up, baby? How you doing, man? Rowdies, what's going on there, man? Drinking some suds, huh? Right on. Mezzanine in the house. What's up? How you guys doing, man? Come on. You guys are too kind, man. You're too kind. Thank you very much. Like I always say, man, I'm just rolling. That's all I am. Is I'm just rolling. So just let's bring it down a little bit. You know, just bring her down a little bit there, and we'll just save the applause for Brian and Richie, man. That's right. Hey guys, welcome. I hope everybody had a great 4th of July. It was a good time, man. We went to Rhodey's house and we hung out there and had a great car show, man. He unveiled the Merc, and God, what a beautiful car. To see what that man has done to an automobile in a year's time was amazing. And there was a lot of people there. The band was good. The food was good. It was just a great time. I got to hang out with Raul and Richie and Brian, and then Jerry Potts was there. I got to meet him. Mark Lunn and his boy showed up, man, and it was just really a good time. It really was. And then I went over to Magumba's house, Tony Agostino, and we had a feast to just a big feast. It was awesome. It was a good time. Got to hang out with them. Got to go spend some time with the Yanko. You know how I am about those Yanko Camaros, man. I got to go hang out in the shop and kind of meditate with the Yanko a little bit, and just it was a good time, man. It really, really was. The only thing I didn't get to see was I didn't get to see no flyover. I never did get to see any planes flying over or anything like that. So I was kind of bummed about that, man. But hey, what do? You just roll on and you have a good time. Tonight, guys, we got. This is the third part of our. No, this is the second part. I'm sorry. The second part of our uh, Night Owls Car Club. We're promoting the show, which is the 11th, which is this Saturday. It starts at 3 p.m., runs till about 8, and it's over in Sheridan, and at the big park there in Sheridan. So, man, if you guys get a chance, come over and check out. They're thinking 450 to 500 cars at this show, man. It's going to be huge. It's going to be really, really big, and they've been planning it for God. They've been planning it all year long, but I get to kind of see the interactions of what happens in the intern of getting the car show going. And man, they're having big meetings, and they meet every Wednesday. And tomorrow they're going to be not tomorrow, but Wednesday they're going to be walking the park and where everybody's going to park and different things like that. Man, these night owls, these guys are first class, man. They do a hell of a job on putting a car show on, man, and I'm really happy to be with them. I'm going to be there, and we're going to be having a booth there. And if you got a classic car, excuse me, if you got a classic car and you got a story about your classic car, man, we want to hear it. So stop by the booth. We're going to do live remotes there, and we're just going to have a great time. It's going to be fun by all. So we're going to be hanging out with Buzz Corona. Yeah, he's el loco. Buzz is mucho loco, but he's my amigo, man. That's just the way it is, man. We hang out and we have a good time, and this is really episode number 3 because Buzz was the very first one. Then we had Jerry Potts on. Tonight we got little Richie and Brian on, and just going to be. And then, of course, the numero uno lug nut, Raul De La Torre, is going to be on, and he'll be on Tuesday night. So make sure you make plans to attend that show. Now, remember, we're not doing a show on the 8th because we're doing the Tuesday show. And we just might be able to squeeze one in on the 9th, because I guess Miss Roller and I are going to be leaving early to go do our her birthday deal, and so we're going to go up and hang out in the mountains just a little bit for the day and walk around and just check it all out, and then we're going to come back, and so we might be able to do something on the 9th. I have to get with Raul and kind of see if he can have somebody on hold, and then I can kind of, you know, talk with him during the day, and we can go from there. So we're just going to go hang out. We're not going to go anywhere where there's fires, but God, the fires, dude. I mean, guys, this state is on fire, man. That whole southern part of Colorado, around San Isabel, which is close to Pueblo, Colorado City, you know, Beulah. I mean, there's places in Beulah that there's no more. I mean, there's just no more. The houses are gone. I guess they saved Bishop's Castle. They did, and then of course everybody's in a big turmoil about saving Bishop's Castle and not trying to save everybody's house. But you know, these homes are just located in sparse places, man, and you don't have enough crew. Number one, to maintain a fire, you'd have a loss of life because there's not enough water to being brought in, and you know, it's too dangerous. So they got to make a stand. They got to pick something. They got to make a stand of. And Bishop's Castle, you know, it's a big deal, man. It's a real big deal, and I think they just decided that's where they were going to make their stand, and they really, hello Kevin Dickey, how you doing? So anyway, it's going to be interesting to see what it's going to look like after the fires are all put out, because there's just devastation everywhere, man, and it's getting closer to Pueblo, which is my hometown. My brother, he lives out in Pueblo West, so does my mom. But from my brother's house, you can see the Pueblo Reservoir, and you can see the fire coming that way, you know. So it's not really a very cool deal, man. It's really sad to see the loss of animal life. I don't know if we had anybody that died. I haven't heard that. Of course, I haven't been paying too much attention. Just getting bits and pieces. But I know there's been a lot of animals, you know, wild animals and stuff that's lost their lives and stuff. And that's devastating, man. You just hate to see anything happen. And, you know, I don't even know if they know if it's fire was from lightning, or if it was from stupid ass people thinking that they're cool, that's setting forests on fire, or what. If it's that, I hope they find him, man, and I hope they run him through the gauntlet. I mean, I really do. I wish the worst for him. I just, God, it's just terrible, man. So, and tonight, as you go to bed, say a little prayers for the folks down in southern Colorado, man, because they're going to need it down there for sure. But anyway, getting back to the show, like I said, Richie and Brian are on tonight. Raul's going to be on Tuesday. And then we come back in on the 12th with Dave Rife and Mason Rife, back into the monster trucks and stuff like that. We're also talking to a few other monster truck drivers, trying to get them on. I got a long list of phone numbers and contact numbers from Raul with some really, really cool people to have on the show. So hopefully we get these people landed and get them done. And then, of course, Joe Coddington, she's going to be back on, she'll be back like on the 24th or the 26th or something. And, you know, we're going to get her on the show and different things like that. So I just look forward to each and every week trying to bring you guys good news. So we'll be back here in just a minute after a word from our sponsors.
You're listening to Pedal to the Metal. Motors and music. Where the engines are loud and the music hits just as hard. Classic cars, hot rods, monster trucks, and the stories behind the builds. Mixed with the music that fuels the ride. From the show field to the arena floor, we bring you the horsepower and the scented to match. Stick around, we got more coming your way. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Hey, cool cats and chrome lovers! Get ready for horsepower, hot rods, and summer fun at the Night Owl Hot Rods Fiesta Fun Run! Cruise on out Saturday, July 11th, 2026, from 3 in the afternoon until 8 at night at Sheridan Community Park, 3325 West Oxford Avenue in Sheridan, Colorado. Check out classic rides, custom builds, amazing food trucks, and that sweet sound of engines rolling through a summer evening. Music all night long from Southern Colorado's legendary DJ Buzz Corona. And don't miss the live auction, featuring automotive memorabilia, collectibles, and surprises every car lover's gonna want. Bring your friends, bring the family, and enjoy one incredible night of cars, music, food, and fun. Stay in the loop. Follow Night Owl Hot Rods on Facebook. The Night Owl Hot Rods Fiesta Fun Run, where the classics roll and the good times never stall. Attention hot rodders, custom builders, truck fans, and motorcycle riders! Get ready for the White Buffalo Car Show coming to downtown Schneider, Texas on Saturday, October 3rd, 2026. Cruise into the heart of Schneider and enjoy a full day packed with classic cars, custom trucks, motorcycles, live music, great food, vendors, shopping around the square, and fun for the whole family. With 25 classes, awards, and even a furthest traveled award, there's something for every kind of ride. Registration is just $20, and all proceeds stay local to support area charities and community programs. And don't miss your chance to meet Texas rich with C10 America during this huge downtown celebration. Plus, cruise into the Friday night meet and greet on October 2nd before the band starts rocking. So polish up that chrome, shine those wheels, and head to the White Buffalo Car Show in downtown Schneider, Texas! The White Buffalo Car Show, where horsepower, hometown pride, and Texas tradition come together. Castle Rock, get ready to fire up the horsepower! The 2026 Poor Boy Cruisers Car Show is rolling into ACC in Castle Rock on Saturday, October 3rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Bring out your ride and be part of an incredible day supporting the American Cancer Society, with 100% of the donations going to the cause. Entry fee donation is just $20 cash only, and registration is same day only. The show takes place at ACC Castle Rock, 4500 Limelight Avenue, Castle Rock, Colorado, 80109. Enjoy giveaways, a 50-50 raffle, silent auction, specialty trophies, and an awesome lineup of classic cars, customs, trucks, and hot rods. All makes and models are welcome. Don't miss the 2026 Poor Boy Cruisers Car Show in Castle Rock. Saturday, October 3rd, where chrome shines bright and horsepower helps make a difference.
And now, we return to pedal to the metal. Motors and music. With your host, Roller.
Okay, guys, we're back here. My buddy Texas Rich has got a new program on, and it's on Mondays. It's called New Music Mondays. If you guys ain't doing nothing, you got a chance just to listen to some tunes on Monday, you need to tune in to C10 America and check it out, man. It's really pretty cool, man. And he's had he's had some, good response from it. People are following him and different things like that. And plus, he's really given me a chance to, bring my music out to the world and stuff. So that's good. I like that. Excuse me. And it's just going to be it's just a chill, man. And there's not a lot of talking. It's just really really good. It's just music being played and just sit back and just relax. In fact, I watch a little TV with Mrs. Roller, and I put an earbud in and I listen to his show, man. So, also C10 America, man, get yourself a metal print. They come in sizes 11 by 14, 16 by 20, 20 by 30. The 20 by 30 is a show board only, but you can do your car, you can do your horse. It don't matter. He'll make a metal show board, and these things are amazing. They're durable. They last a long time. Very high colored. They're printed out on an aluminum piece of aluminum, and they withstand the weather and different things like that. So, if you're interested in finding out more about these metal prints and these metal show boards, you need to go ahead and contact Rich at Texas Rich at C10AmericanMagazine.com. That's Texas Rich at C10AmericanMagazine.com, and he can give you the pricing and tell you everything that's going on and stuff with all of his stuff. So make sure you do that, man. But turn in and check out New Music Mondays. It's pretty cool, man. It really is. He's got people like Johnny Blender. He's has his own radio station down in the Louisiana area, and Johnny listens to the show, and Johnny and I are still going to be doing some stuff together where he's going to put my music on his music on his radio station. And then also Buzz Corona, man, he's going to go ahead and he's going to maybe get me syndicated on his radio program. So we're going to be talking more about that at the Night Owl. So I look forward to hanging out and seeing what happens for Pedal to the Metal Motors and Music. So let's see here what we got. Let's just go ahead and do the since it's the week of the Night Owls, let's go ahead and play this song. This is called Night Owls Fiesta Fun Run. We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal Motors and Music.
Summer singing, the weekend's finally here. Been counting down the days to my favorite time of year. Spent all winter wrenching every nut and every bolt. Now the paint's shining bright like a streak of lightning's bolt. Wax that chrome to perfection, every detail's looking right. Now we're headed down to Sheridan for another summer night. The rumble of those engines is music to my soul. There's only one destination where every hot rod rolls. It's a Night Owl Fiesta Fun Run where the chrome shines brighter than the setting sun. Come here, Buzz Corona spinning all the tunes, keeping everybody rocking underneath the moon. Come see George and Roddy laying those lines down so true, bringing every hot rod dream to life for me and you. I worked all year to get my car ready for this show. The only one to go to is a Night Owl Fiesta Fun Run. Yeah. Rows of deuces, tri-fives, custom sitting low, muscle cars and pickups, putting on the greatest show. Food trucks serving up your favorites. Come and grab a bite to eat, then bid on the live auction items. You might score a one-of-a-kind treat. Barbecue is cooking, laughter fills the summer air. Kids are running everywhere without a single care. Friends you haven't seen since last year's all around. Every handshake says, welcome back to the coolest show in town. It's a night out, Fiesta fun run, where the chrome shines brighter than the setting sun. Come here, buzz, Corona spinning all the tunes, keeping everybody rocking underneath the moon. Come see George and Rhodey laying those lines down so true, bringing every hot rock dream to life for me and you. I've worked all year to get my car ready for this show. The only one to go to is a night out Fiesta fun run. Yeah! When the daylight fades away, the headlights start to glow. Spotlights hit that polished chrome and steal the whole dang show. The night owls watching over every friend and every ride, making memories that'll last a lifetime with every cruise tonight. It's the night out Fiesta fun run. Colorado's cruising party after day is done. Live music, vendors, prizes, friends from miles around. There's not another car show with a better feeling found. Buzzers rocking all the hits, the whole park singing along. George and Rhodey keep the good times rolling strong. Food trucks, live auction, chrome and friends beneath the stars. Everybody smiling while admiring all the cars. I've worked all year to get my car ready for this show. Now everybody knows the only one to go to, the only place to be, the night out Fiesta fun run.
Night Owls Fiesta Fun Run right there. Hey guys, excuse me. I've got a real good buddy right here. That's one of the firefighters up at the Gold Mountain Fire in Array, Colorado, man. Adam Creech. Adam's been on the show before. Him and his band and stuff. They were on the show, and and I knew Adam was someplace, man. Dude, I tell you what, man. I'm sending all the prayers I can to all the firefighters and you guys, man, that everybody's safe and stuff, and that you get this help from Mother Nature, man, and thank you for doing what you're doing, and to everybody else, if there's anybody else listening, man, just God bless you guys for putting your lives on the line like that for all the folks out here, man, because I don't know what we'd do without you, man. Our state would burn up is what it would do. That's exactly what it would do. So please be safe out there, my brother. I look forward to seeing your smiling face. I'd rather see you than to be able to text you here on the phone, on the show. So just be safe out there, man, and prayers be with you. Thank you again for what you're doing. So, like I said, we got to hang out at Rhodey's, man, over the weekend, and he had a big 4th of July party. He's had them for quite some years now. And he unveiled his Mercury, and I put some pictures of it up there on the excuse me, I was reading what Adam said in there. Rich Archer, Texas Rich is in the house. What's up, brother? How you doing? But anyway, he unveiled that Merc, man, and to see what that Merc looked like when he brought it home to where it's at now, and in the short time, he did this car in a year, and he did most of the work by himself. And Rhodey's up there in age a little bit, and he's, but man, God, he's just a master. He really is. And such a cool guy. And his wife, she's such a nice lady. And they just opened up their home to everybody. And there was probably, I don't know, 35 cars, maybe 40 cars, maybe something like that. Who knows? at his party, and they got a band and food, and oh man, it was great to hang out. So here's a song right here we got that I made for Rhodey a while back, and this is called Rhodey's Lines. We'll be right back here on Pedal the Metal, Motors and Music.
In a paint shop next to his house, under bright light shining clean and white, hot rods roll in from miles around. When Rhodey lays a stride, man, the word gets around. A steady hand and a camel hair brush, one smooth line and the whole crowd hushed. Candy red flames on a midnight ride, and a silver line dancing down the side. Rhodey's lines running straight and true, like a guitar string singing that rock and roll tune. From a Chevy to a Ford to a Merc so fine, every hot rod shines with Rhodey's lines. Yeah, Rhodey's lines, smooth as a melody, running down steel like a rock guitar lead. When the cruisers roll under those street light signs, everybody knows those Rhodey lines. Flatheads rumble on a Saturday night, chrome shining under the driving light. A coupe rolls in with a brand new flame, but it ain't complete till Rhodey signs his name. One long pull and the crowd leans near, nobody talks when the brush comes near. One steady curve and a final shine, now that hot rod's wearing Rhodey's line. His shop sits right beside his house, bright shop light shining all around. Bib overalls and a white t-shirt, that steady hand never slips or jerks. Striped panels hanging on the wall, flames and scrolls from years of them all. Every panel tells a story in time of the hot rods of war. Rhodey's lines, Rhodey's lines, running straight and true, like a guitar string singing that rock and roll tune. From a Chevy to a Ford to a Merc so fine, every hot rod shines with a Rhodey's lines. Yeah, Rhodey's lines, smooth as a melody, running down steel like a rock guitar lead. When the cruisers roll under those street light signs, everybody knows those Rhodey lines. From Denver streets to a highway show, hot rod legends all know where to go. One little brush and a little white paint turns cold steel into rolling saint. Rhodey's lines, running straight and true, like a guitar string singing that rock and roll tune. From a Chevy to a Ford to a Merc so fine, every hot rod shines with a Rhodey's lines. Yeah, Rhodey's lines, smooth as a melody, running down steel like a rock guitar lead. When the engines roar and the red lights shine, you'll see those cars wearing Rhodey's lines.
Got a big block motor under that hood. When she fires up, man, she sounds so good. 4-barrel carb and a tailpipe tune. You can hear her singing clear across the moon. I got them Chevy C10 blues, chrome's all done, but her soul still grooves. Automatic shift slides nice and smooth. Yeah, I'm riding with them Chevy C10 blues. fade, but she's still the best thing I ever made. Ain't much radio worth a damn these days, so I roll down the window, let that motor play. I've taken her to the mountains, through Cold Spring Stream. She's rolled through my life and carried my dreams. Took her to prom, she was polished clean. Sweetest truck anybody's ever seen. People stop by and ask if she's for sale. I just grin and say not for a tailgate full of ale. She's been with me through thick and thin. She's part of the family, I ain't trading her in. I could climb in right now and drive coast to coast. She's the one, oh right, I trust the most. Never let me down, not once, not bad. She's the most reliable truck I've ever had. I got them Chevy C10 blues, rust on the fenders, but she still moves. That V8 song's the only tune I use. Yeah, I'm humming them Chevy C10 blues. She's all my dream, my heartbreak too. From back road dust to the mountain view. And when I hear that motor roar, I swear I love her a little bit more. I got them Chevy C10 blues. She's a little beat up, but she still proves that love ain't chrome, it's grit and true. Forever singing them Chevy C10 blues.
Chevy C10 Blues right here on Pedal to the Metal Motors and Music. Guys, we got some world champions in the group tonight. We got Toya McLeod in there, Mr. Scott Goodhue, and also Mr. Vaughn Long. What's up, my fellas, my brothers from other mothers, man? Good to see you guys in here, man. All right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just dedicate this show to my buddy Adam and all the firefighters all over Colorado and all over the country putting fires out. So that's how much I'm worried about this state and how much I love you guys, man. So this show goes out to you guys tonight right here. So this next song right here is called Cruising California Nights. We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
Got my 57 Chevy, polished up right, headed down Whittier Boulevard tonight. Chrome shining, radio playing real loud. We're rolling through the valley, drawing a crowd. Van Nuys Boulevard, the tires start to squeal. Gas pedal down, you can smell that steel. Bob's big boys jumping burgers on the grill. The jukebox is rocking to that West Coast thrill. We're cruising California nights, under them red and yellow lights. Hot rods, T-birds, and old GTOs, running wild where the cool wind blows. From Hollywood down old Modesto streets, we're living that dream on full chrome feet. Pull up at Mills, grab a Coke and a smile. Harvey's broilers packed for a mile.
riding low in the heat. Got Mustangs, Roadrunners, and a Cuda too. Camaro with flames, yeah, the baby's new. We race down PCH just to feel alive. Engine humming, California drive. We're cruising California nights, under them red and yellow lights. Hot rods, T-birds, and old GTOs, running wild where the cool wind blows. From Hollywood down to Old Mesto Street, we're living that dream on full chrome feet. Midnight, the engines fade, but the memories linger in the songs we made. Every burnout, every neon sign still echoes through that golden time. We're cruising California nights, shining chrome in the pale moonlight. From San Jose down to LA town, we keep those old wheels spinning round. Yeah, the spirit's alive, it'll never die.
California Nights right here on Pedal the Metal Motors and Music. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a big announcement in the house. Mr. Buzz Corona is amongst the living right here with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give him a big round of applause. Right, come on, there you go. There you go. Buzz Corona. That's right. The man, right there. Yes. The man, the myth, and the legend right there, Mr. Buzz Corona. Hey, what are you laughing at? That's my brother, man. Don't be laughing at him. I got your back, Buzz. I got your back, man. Don't people laughing at you for, man. That makes me mad. Anyway, you know, guys, if you can make it out to the Night Owls, Buzz is going to be there, and he's going to be DJing, and he plays some fantastic music, man. He makes the whole car show just have a different vibe to it, man. I guarantee you that right now, and I can't wait to hang out and be with him and just maybe have a beer or something, just what the two vatos are doing anyway. So this next song right here is called Hot Rod Mercury. We'll be right back here on Pedal of the Metal, Motors and Music.
Out in the west where the custom boys work, they took old Mercuries and changed how they looked. Lower and longer, smooth and clean, turning those cars into rolling machines. Soon folks around town began to say, oh wow, custom Mercury was headed their way. Friday night at the hamburger stand, jukebox playing that swinging band. Chevys and Fords parked side by side, kids hanging out for the Friday night ride. Burgers sizzling on the hot grill flame, teenagers laughing and calling out names. Here comes that 50 Mercury, long and low for the world to see. Chrome shining bright in the neon light, the coolest ride rolling in tonight. Nobody talking, nobody making a sound, just that deep V8 rumbling around. When that 50 Mercury rolled in slow, every kid in Lud watched it glow. Chopped down roof and the body all smooth, one sleek cruiser built to move. French headlights glowing soft and bright, paint shining red in the diner lights. Milkshake melting while the crowd stood still, leaning on cars by the edge of the hill. Here comes that 50 Mercury, long and low for the world to see. Chrome shining bright in the night. Nobody talking, nobody making a sound, just that deep V8 rumbling around. When that 50 Mercury rolled in slow, every kid in the lot watched it glow. Long smooth body shining like glass, rolling so slow as the Merc drove past. Chrome reflections lighting the street, every heartbeat skipped a beat. That 50 Mercury, cruising slow to history. Chrome and steel and rock and roll, custom car, heart and soul. Everybody watching as it rolled through town, coolest machine anyone had found. When that 50 Mercury rolled in slow, everybody knew it stole the show. Late that night at the hamburger stand, kids still talking, that machine so grand. Long and low as a car can be, that legendary 50 Mercury.
Storm begin. Long hood lightning, short back frame, every stoplight screaming out its name. It wasn't built just to roll, it was made to run. Detroit muscle loaded in a smoking gun. Feel that vibration climbing up your spine. Green light drops, now it's go time. Mustang fever burning in my blood. Hear those horses kicking up the dust and mud. Foot to the floor of the wild, run free. Every mile screaming who I wanna be. Chrome flashing like a midnight dream. Nothing alive feels this extreme.
jaw set in the daylight glare. White stance mean like it don't play fair. Paint so deep it bends the sun. Every line says this truck ain't done. Big motor breathing through open steel. Cam lobes hard, yeah, it's raw and real. The crowd goes quiet when the key turns slow. Then the whole damn street says, here we go. Hands over ears, hearts beat loud when it fires up. It draws a crowd. Yeah, this C10 don't whisper, it shakes the ground. Bang, motor thunder, hear that angry sound. Award with a steel built to be seen. Jaw dropping, staying slow and mean. From the asphalt up to the neon glow. When the C10 rolls, the whole world knows. Yeah, this C10 shakes the ground. Shakes the ground. Every bolt turn with busted knuckles. Late night lights and empty bottles. Bill not bought, every inch earned. Lessons paid for bridges burned. Air ride drops and it stands up tall. Flashbulbs hit when the judges call. Kids point fingers, old men grin. They know damn well what it took to win. No leash, no chains, no slowing down. This truck was born to wear the crown. Oh, this C10 don't whisper, it shakes the ground. Hear that cam chop, pound for pound. Award-winning metal, flawless and clean. Big block soul with a street fight sheen. From the show lights down to the back row crowd. When the C10 hits, the walls come down. Yeah, this C10 shakes the ground. Shakes the ground. Yeah. Back road, blacktop, midnight run. Tack climbs fast when the light turns green. Rear tires talk, smoke curls thin. You don't race clocks, you race the grin. Radio down, just engine song. Every mile pulls a knot along. Built to drive, not hide away. This truck earns respect every damn day. Drop the clutch, boom, feel it in your chest. Oil fire, steel and sweat. Hitters scream, earth replies. You don't fake truth, you amplify. Let it breathe. Muscle and attitude. Turn it up. One more time. This C10 don't whisper, it shakes the ground. Hear that big motor tear the silence down. Built, not bought, every scar learned. From the smoke, every bridge earned. From the asphalt scars to the neon crown. When the C10 rolls, the earth bows down. Yeah, this C10 shakes the ground. crowd still roars. That's what a real C10's built for.
You're listening to Pedal to the Metal. Motors and music. Where the engines are loud and the music hits just as hard. Classic cars, hot rods, monster trucks, and the stories behind the builds, mixed with the music that fuels the ride. From the show field to the arena floor, we bring you the horsepower and the center to match. Stick around, we got more coming your way. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Looking for artwork that stands out from the crowd? Whether you're building a brand, promoting your business, or creating something truly one of a kind, Digitized Ink Co. brings your ideas to life with professional digital artwork and custom design services. From logos and graphics to custom illustrations and creative designs that leave a lasting impression. Digitized Ink Co. combines today's technology with traditional artistic values to give every project the attention it deserves. Need a fresh new look for your business, club, team, or special event? Let Digitized Ink Co. create something you'll be proud to show off. Call today at 435-650-7657. Visit digitizedinkco.com or email digitizedinkco@gmail.com. Digitized Ink Co. Cutting edge design. Tready.
Looking to bring your ride back to life, or just clean it up and make that beater look better than ever? At Sunrise Rod and Custom, we turn worn out into wow. From rust repair to full restoration to complete customization, we got you covered. Need collision repair? Bodywork, no problem. Need something to stand out at the next show?
We specialize in striping, custom lettering,
And one-of-a-kind paint that makes your ride truly yours. Whether it's a classic cruiser or a shop truck,
we take pride in every detail because your ride deserves it. Located in colorful Colorado,
Sunrise Rod and Custom is your go-to shop for craftsmanship that turns heads. Call Jeff Lytle today at 983-217-3239. That's 983-217-3239.
Sunrise Rod and Custom, we don't
Just fix cars, we bring them back to life, and a whole lot more.
And now, we return to Pedal to the Metal. Motors and music. With your host, Roller.
Oh, we're back. We're back right here, and we're just very few minutes away from talking to the boys from the Night Owls. Man, it's going to be another good one. Let's see here. Kevin Dickey, if you're still in here, man, peace out, my brother. Thank you for tuning in and at least stopping by. We wish you the best with the El Camino, man, and hope you get it done soon. Let's see here. This next song, ladies and gentlemen, is kind of about my childhood days. Not childhood. I mean, I was a young man running up and down the streets of Pueblo, Colorado on Main Street with the Camaro and just thinking I was really cool for school, man. This is called Main Street Memories. We'll be right back on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
Friday night, small town glow, neon buzz and the radio low. Pulled up slow by the old car wash, just me and the boys letting time get lost. Shined up chrome on the parking lot lights, laughing loud, yeah, we on those nights. Picked up friends, piled in tight, windows down in the summer night. We didn't know it then, but man, we had it all. Every mile we drove, we were standing tall. Those were our Main Street memories, cruising slow through our golden years. Million miles on a two-lane dream, blacktop hearts and gasoline. V8 motors thundering loud, shaking glass all through downtown. Camaros, Mustangs, Mopar too. Everybody asking who's gonna rule. Girls waving, hey, take me for a ride. Young hearts burning under neon lights. Yeah, we didn't know just what we had, but looking back, man, it don't get better than that. Those Main Street memories, music blasting from every door. Different songs, but we all wanted more. Headlights lined up, engines rev. Friday nights felt like heaven instead. Everybody had a name and a ride, reputation on the line with pride. From the stoplight down to the edge of town, we'd lay it down when the sun went down. Yeah, word got around when the fast cars came. Every race out there made a name. Memories cruising slow through our golden years. Million miles on a two-lane dream, blacktop hearts and gasoline. V8 motors thundering loud, shaking glass all through downtown. Camaros, Mustangs, Mopar too. Everybody asking who's gonna rule. Girls waving, hey, take me for a ride. Young hearts burning under neon lights. Yeah, we didn't know just what we had, but looking back, man, it don't get better than that. Those Main Street memories. Album nights living rear view glass, faded just a little, but they still last. Every laugh, every turn, every street light glow, still riding shotgun in my soul. Yeah, those Main Street memories still running wild inside of me. Million miles, but I go again, just to be back there with my friends. V8 motors rolling through time, still hear that thunder in my mind. Camaros, Mustangs, Mopar pride, still hear echoes when I close my eyes. Girls waving like time stood still, and somehow deep down it always will. Yeah, we didn't know just what we had, but those were the best days we'll never get back. Those Main Street memories. Top cuts through dust, lived a man who believed in thrust. Didn't follow roads he carved his own, with a rebel heart and a will of stone. Engine screaming were his prayer, freedom ringing in the desert air. Nothing to lose.
Cobra. Started with sparks and a fearless grin. Said let the revolution begin. Took quiet machines and gave them bite. Built them mean, built them right. Doubt came knocking, he slammed the door. Then built something faster than ever before. Safe was never in his plan. He was gasoline wrapped in a man. You Texas Cobra, born to run, chasing the horizon, racing the sun. Every mile left legends behind. Proof that speed lies first in the mind. If you hear that thunder rolling closer, make way for the Texas Cobra. The Texas Cobra. He didn't just dream, he dared. Didn't just build, he declared. Song and fate, song leave a sound that never dies. The Texas Cobra, forever fast. Ghost in the chrome of a fearless past. Turn the key, let the lightning start. You'll hear his echo in every hot rod heart. Yeah, the highway still leans him over. Long live the legend, the Texas Cobra. Man chasing the line, but the legend Ken Miles felt it every time. Grease on his hands, fire in his soul. From England roads to the race day road. Didn't chase fame, didn't need the noise. Just stealing speed and mechanical poise. Every turn, every shade, he understood. Turn raw power into something good. He didn't need a crowd to know. Just a car and a road to go. To settle, built that machine out of steel and metal. But they said, hold back, don't run too fast. Let the others catch, make the moment last. But Shelby said, let that engine breathe, wind it up hard, let them all see 9,000 RPM tearing through the night. The legend Ken Miles was gone from sight, way ahead. Left them in the dust, man and machine running on trust. Hear the engines cry, let the horses fly, foot to the floor as the up for a finish shot. 3 cars wide when he earned that spot. They took the win, but not the mile. The truth still rides with the legend Ken Miles. Hear the engines crawl, let the horses fly through every turn as the years roll by. Pushing the edge, standing the test, gave it all, gave it his best. No crown, no gold, no compromise, just speed and truth that never dies. And even now, you feel that style. The legend lives. And can you hear mine? Yeah, you can hear it roar when the night runs wild. That ghost in the gears, the legend Ken Miles.
All right, that was the legend Ken Miles. All right, now little trivia before we get in here, okay? And make a call to our guest tonight. The song that I played before, the legend. If you can tell me who that song was about, I will send you. It's been sitting here for a long time. I will send you this Monster Truck Radio shirt right here. It's a size large. It's a button up. Be a great garage art or whatever. I can sign it or whatever you want. But tell me who the Texas Cobra is, and I will go ahead and send you this shirt. So you can name it right in here if you want. It doesn't matter. Or you can email me at jeffrichards327@gmail.com. But let me know who the Texas Cobra is, and that way we'll go from there. So anyway, let's go ahead and we're gonna. It's just right on time, man. We are. Let's see here. Give them these 2 guys a call here. Hello, Jeannie Mitchell. How are you? Good to see you on here. All right, let's give him a call. See if we got a dial tone.
You didn't have them.
Yeah, this here's my name's R.D. Mercer, and I need to talk to somebody from Rockades, Tortillas, or something like that. If there anybody there I could talk to.
You have the wrong number.
Yeah, sorry, not here. Not here now.
This is
You go now.
This is a very serious matter. My boy, Transfars, he ate one of your old tortillas there, and he got the gas so bad. He got it real bad, and he gassed me and Sarah and Jean completely out of the house.
No tortilla here. Egg roll.
I think I think you're all putting me on. I think you're just dodging my question. My name is R.D. Mercer, and I am.
We reach your fortune. We reach your fortune, R.D. right now. You want egg roll or you want rice?
I called to see if my shirts are ready. Are my shirts ready?
Oh, no. They are laundry right now. Ancient Chinese secret.
You know how to starch, right? You know put starch in my underwear, right?
Put special starch only.
Oh, special starch. I don't
I
understand.
always had it on soft when I was young man.
No chafing, Joe.
What is up with you two? Have you already been in the Kool-Aid already, or what's going on, man? Huh?
Well, we got a dispensary right across the street, man.
Awesome, dude. Awesome. That's what it's all about, man. How's
Yeah, you
everything?
got it, man.
How's everything going with my brothers from other mothers, man?
Oh, Well, we've both been working today. You know, Richie's been working on the show, and I've been working on the shirts. So it's just a continuous battle until next Saturday, brother.
Dude, it's coming close, isn't it?
Oh my God, yeah. And you know what? I pray for the weather, and then when it's done, I'm so happy that we've always been blessed pretty much with the weather. So, let's this year looks like it's going to be, other than hot, at least it's not going to be raining. Like one year we had a little bit of hail, but it's not a lot.
We don't like that hard rain, man. That's not good when you got the classics out, man.
No, exactly. You got that right, brother.
Luckily, I've got a lot of body mass, and I can lay on the hood of my truck and not get any hail damage. It'll just hit the back of my legs, and I already got hail damage there anyway. So
I was going to say, I've seen those type of people. Yeah. you got to remember, I used to weigh 600 pounds, so I could cover the whole arena. You know.
Well, dude, Brian, I'll tell you, man. Raul was telling me that your motto at one time was the largest screen printer in the business.
And I came by that literally.
Right.
I was, they couldn't sue me for, falsifying any of those records because I was the largest screen printer in Denver at the time.
Oh, dude. He sent me a picture of you and Buzz.
Oh, that one. Yeah, now it's the other way around,
when you guys used to ride for the Bandidos, man. You were in the Bandidos back then, man.
We were cholos, man. We were cholos.
Los vatos, no?
Oh, my God.
Dude, it was an honor meeting you the other day at the Roadies party. What a great party that was,
Isn't that amazing?
He's such a cool dude, man. I've known Rody for the last probably 3 years now, but he's just the more I know him, the cooler he is, man. And what that Mercury is beautiful, man.
Well, look at all of his cars. If you look at all, they're all really nice.
Yeah, they're classic time.
Yeah, that's the truth. That is the truth for sure. So I know we got Richie on there. What's up, my canalito?
I'm doing good, but we got a question for you.
What's the question, man?
We're going to turn the tables on this now.
Turn the tables.
Where does roller come from?
Okay, so back when
were you like heavy into marijuana before, like rolling doobies?
Rolling doobies, man. No, back when I had my show at Castle Rock Radio, I had a show called Rollers Rockin' Country, and it was an indie artist music show. And I would have artists in, or they'd send me CDs, and we'd talk to them. We talked to people all over the world, really. They'd call in and they'd talk about their CD, and we'd play songs, and we'd talk about the song. And I was kind of like a Casey Kasem kind of guy, And anyway, the management come in one day and they said, "Hey, you have to come up with a radio name." And I said, "Well, what do you mean? My name's Jeff Richards." They said, "No, you have to come up with a radio name." And I said, "Okay." So that night I had this band in, and I told them, I said, "Guys, you got to help me out here, man." I said, I have to come up with a name. And they said, "Well, what do you mean?" I said, "They want me to have a radio name." And I said, "Here's the three that I've narrowed it down to." And one was Roller. I was called Cash Money, back in the monster truck days, in the early days, because all the drivers, all the crew got together and got me this big pendant with a dollar sign on it. So and I had to wear it at every show, and they called me Cash Money. And I can't remember for the love of God what the other one was. Anyway, they sat there and they looked at each other and they go, "It's Roller, man. That's what it is. It's Roller." So.
Should we call you Jeff or Roller when we see you at the show and all around town?
You can call me, but just don't call me late for dinner, okay?
Well, nobody's done that. Don't worry, you're okay.
I'll guarantee you that right now, But no, dude, it does. I answer by, you name it. It don't matter. My wife, she has some names for me that I really don't want to say over the phone, over the air. But and I answer those too. It's like, "Yes, dear. What can I do for you? What do you need?" So, but no, it doesn't matter really at all.
So here's why I asked, because like for me,
okay,
a lot of people call me Little Rich.
Right.
And to me, it's a term of endearment. It's a term of they know me.
Right.
If someone just goes, "Hey, Rich," I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, we're friends and stuff, but we're not like Little Rich type." You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And so like with you, if coming up going, "Hey, Roller," is that preferred, or it's got more internal depth than Jeff?
No. In the monster truck world, I'm known as Roller. I don't think anybody really knows my real name, to be honest with you. In the monster truck world and any of the motorsport stuff, even in the classic car stuff that I did, we did this show called Rolling with Roller and Derek. And we would go to the car shows and we would interview people at car shows and stuff like that. And this was right before Pedal to the Metal came on. And so, I mean, I guess Roller's what everybody calls me. So
okay, that's what I'm going to start putting down on everything is Roller. Because here's another reason.
Okay,
Roller.
all right.
This is partially me being lazy. It's working on different forums and different things for the show.
Right.
And so on yours, it's Jeff apostrophe Roller apostrophe Richards, and I'm just going to start putting Roller. Just Roller.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
I don't have.
So when everyone's walking around the Fiesta Fun Run, everyone's going to be calling you Roller.
Right, and my shirts. Of course, I'm not wearing that black shirt that I had on the other day at Roadies, man. I think I lost like 47 pounds. I really do.
Yeah,
I could feel the sweat running down my back. I mean, it was so hot. I was just like, I can't. And it's Sunday. It was supposed to be like 99, or Saturday supposed to be 99. I'm out, man. Hopefully they're gonna have my new Pedal to the Metal shirts done, just t-shirts, and I'm gonna wear a t-shirt, man. I'm not gonna be in any kind of a collar or anything like that. So, and I don't know if they're gonna put Roller on these or not, but yeah, just Roller's fine, or Hey You, or whatever. It doesn't matter, man. Really, everybody everywhere I go, it's Roller. How you doing, man? My wife's like, do they even know your name? It's like, well, I don't know. They call me Roller, so evidently not.
But are you an auctioneer as well?
I am. I'm a fast.
Because I was telling Rich, I kind of wondered because there's Roller auctions, and I was like,
yeah, that's not me, man. I wished it was me.
No, that's Dave. That's Dave Roller. I know Dave too.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
And I tried to start an auction company, and I called it Roller Auctions, and they were like, that's already been taken.
Yeah.
And sorry. So yeah, that's just the way it is. But no, just to answer, make it easy on you guys. Roller's just as fine. It rolls off the tongue really easy.
It rolls off really nicely.
Yes, it does. It really does. So,
Roller.
El roller.
So if you were a car, you're a roller too. You got a rolling chassis.
Yeah, I got a big chassis. I could be like a big old Merc or something like that,
Well, I was wondering when you said about that shirt causing you all that discomfort, I was hoping you were going to wear a shirt at least at the show.
Well, Brian, it don't matter. I can come topless, but it's going to make everybody leave. It'd make everybody leave. I could be the closing act, is what I could do. I could sing without a shirt on, and everybody would leave really fast.
They'll say, who's the guy with the moves singing, right?
Yeah, exactly. Who's that guy boy? That guy girl.
That can be said anywhere anymore nowadays. Nowadays.
Well, it's the truth. Yes, it is guaranteed.
Exactly.
But I've always had this, Greek goddess body. It's always been me.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I'd go Greek, but. I don't know. That's more prison type, but that's okay.
If Leonardo da Vinci had seen that, there probably would be one less painting in this world.
Well, he wouldn't have enough paint. Guaranteed that right now. He wouldn't have. He said, what I gotta do? I ain't got no paint. I got that much paint. It's a bigger boy.
He may waste a lot of paint on part of it, but he probably wouldn't have to use as much on another part.
Yeah.
Back in those days, they always put those pieces on the paintings. It was like,
well, they did. I mean, they really did. But everybody wasn't very well endowed back in the day, I guess. I don't know.
Well, it's funny. You go to Vegas, and you walk through Caesar's Palace, and you see all these statues, and the first thing the women look at is one part, and they all giggle and point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and they go, look, Richie.
Yeah, that looks like Richie and Brian.
You guys have really got this good morning show. Yeah, Morning with Richie and Brian. The morning
Yeah.
show with Richie and Brian. You know,
Yeah,
have a cup
starting
of
at 2 in
coffee.
the afternoon.
What?
Yeah.
What?
We couldn't get out of bed soon enough.
Oh man, I know what you mean. I know what you mean for sure. But you know, we've got some good people on here tonight, man. Of course, Jeannie Mitchell's on here. She was on my show here a couple weeks ago, and we got cousin Debbie's on here. Steve Becker's on here. Raul's on here. You know, God, we got quite a few
Oh,
people.
good.
You know,
Did you see Becker's truck at Roadie's?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Yes.
Did you see that, Roller?
I did.
That's actually a movie prop.
It is.
Yeah, that's what that guy. Yeah, did you see it was a right-hand drive?
Yes.
Yeah, and poor Scotty's like, oh my gosh. He goes, he was way on my side of the lane. He goes, I'd be the first one to be killed there. He says. So he told Becker, pay attention.
But you know, that would be weird since we're so accustomed to left-hand drive car. I mean, that would be a difficult one for at least the first couple of miles.
Or you become a mailman all of a sudden.
Well,
Yeah.
you get an urge to pull over to a mailbox and throw something in it.
Yeah,
You know?
or at least steal something out of the other guy's
Yeah,
box.
or let a dog chase you or something like that. You know, I mean, sure,
yeah.
guaranteed. So,
So you got paid relatives listening in?
No, I have no relatives. Nobody likes me. No, I have my
Oh.
cousin Debbie. She's the only one that pays any attention to me. That's it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and she's in Idaho, and
Oh.
she's like my secretary, man. She puts up all the her and Carter. I've known Carter since she was a little girl. I worked with her dad, and so they're my secretaries, and they put up all the email addresses and all the other stuff when I'm doing all the commercials and stuff. So they've kind of taken on that task for me, so I don't have to, because I can't type. I mean, I'd be going tick tick tick, one finger typing
Yeah.
at a time, you know. So I'm not that guy. So.
I type like Columbus looking for new land. you
Yeah,
know.
exactly right. So, you know, Brian, I guess let's go ahead and start a little bit with you, and then we're just gonna. We don't have a set schedule. We don't have a set format. We jump all over, and I might be talking to you, and you might say something that reminds me I need to ask Richie a question. So that's what we're gonna do tonight, if that's okay with you guys.
Hey, whatever you want.
That's not what was in our rider.
Yeah.
Hey,
I've been waiting for the green M&Ms.
Yeah, we've been practicing this all for the last half hour, and then you come in and do this to us.
now, see, you mentioned the green M&Ms. The green M&Ms are for my buddy Texas Rich. I have blue M&Ms because it matches my blue truck.
Oh, okay.
So
I
you-
was matching something else, Blue. But that's now, what kind of a truck? What truck do you have, brother?
I got a 73 square body. It was over there on the very far corner by the fence. Had the American flag. It was, and then had my pedal to the metal deal. It's a tribute truck to my dad's. My dad's
Yeah,
truck.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So we call it Bob. I think Bob is more famous than I am, because I get pictures all the time. Hey, we seen Bob going down the road. And hey, psst, I was driving it, okay? Because nobody else is. So let's
Oh,
see.
that's cool.
Raul says, I'm waiting for one heck of a show. Get them guys up to light.
Tell him to wait a little
He
longer.
said, get them to light up, man. Get them to light up.
Tell him you're trying to wake us up.
I know this is. I mean, it's just a little bit after 2, and they're still not even on their third cup of coffee yet, man. Come on, Raul.
Exactly.
We got to give them a chance here. Just a minute, you know.
Oh, you're right. You are right. Because
But Steve,
we're the men of leisure.
yeah, exactly. Leisure time is the best time for sure. Nice truck, Roller. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate that, man. I guess, Brian, let's talk with you first. And how'd you get into the screen printing business?
I think it was accidental. No, we my brother had just finished college and he had a degree and he went to further himself in that, and he got in there. He says, I just can't do it. And I was working as a mechanic for another company, and I was like, and I'm tired of this. And I don't know. We weren't artsy fartsy back in the day. And now, we're not even still. I have artists like Steve Haugen, of course, I think you've seen some of his work. And so, we just started and I don't know, it just kind of blossomed. In fact, tomorrow it'll be 44 years.
Wow. And how it's changed so much, because when I was in high school, I took I think it was graphic arts, and part of the study was we had to do screen printing. We had to make the film and cut it all out and stuff like that. Do you guys even use that method anymore? I mean, do they still do stuff like that where they had the film and trace the design on the paper and then cut it out with an X-Acto knife and all that other long
Yeah.
process?
No, excuse me. No, we don't. We have a photosensitive emulsion that you coat onto the screen, and then you take a film positive, expose it to a light source, and then what was black is still soft, and you wash it out, and then the emulsion hardens on the clear part.
Uh-huh.
So you go from a positive, then the screen is a negative image, and then when you push it through the ink, it becomes a positive image again. So,
Wow.
but that's the only thing that's changed.
Yeah, I mean, it's changed big time, because I remember my first piece of film that I had to use. It took me over a week just to cut, because I got such a detail, and the teacher told me, he says, like, hey, this is really detailed, man. You sure you want to do this? And it's like, I can do this. I know I can do this. About halfway
Yeah.
through the week, I was like, I can't do this. I cannot do this anymore. But yeah, it was a fun class. It was fun to learn that, and how you had to, back then you put the ink up on the top, and then you screeched it down, and then if it was a multicolor, you had a different film. I mean, it was a long, drawn out process. I was like, how does anybody make any money doing it like this? But they did back in the day, didn't they?
Oh yeah, and nowadays, the machines are automated. Some of them are, and we still have manual machines. But I mean, they get like, look at the T-shirt for the Night Owls. It's like 11 colors.
Yeah.
There's 11 different screens you got to have.
And that's like a big rotating wheel, isn't it? Each one is a different color.
Yeah. So each screen has its dedicated color. So you start with the lightest usually and work your way, because you can't put the light over the dark, because then it contaminates that ink. So you got to start with like your yellow and then work around all the way to the black. And yeah. So
Do you have to let it dry a certain amount of time before you can do the next color, or can you automatically go to the next color?
the only time that we do that is when we print a dark colored shirt. You'll print the white, a base white, and then flash it. And there's a little, a flash unit that comes on, a high intense heating element, and it'll spot cure it. It doesn't cure it all the way, but it just spots it. And then everything else you print wet on wet.
So how
I like how that sounds.
I know. Darn. Junior, my God.
What is wrong with him? Did he find the tequila or what?
You know what? The man doesn't even drink. Could you imagine if he did?
Oh my God.
He'd be bleeding.
I used to.
He used to.
I'd love him even more though if he did too. I mean, I
Yeah,
love him.
well-
Now he's my brother, man. But and I just met you too, Brian. But you're right there, man.
Well, thank you.
You guys. I mean, I have not yet met a bad night owl yet. I mean, you guys are all just so cool, man. It's just so cool to hang out, and you're also willing to help. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, the other day at Rhodey's party, Brian was going, now this guy over here, he's an artist, and he's world renowned for this and this, and you need to probably try to talk to him. And I mean, it's just amazing the help that I get. I just wish I could remember my name, let alone all the information that I got to get. I'm just gonna have to, when it's time to get them on the show, I'm gonna have to hit you up and get their numbers and stuff from you.
Well, Roller, we've all kind of been in the hospitality business, or cater to people, and especially
Right.
Rich and Raul.
Right.
But like most of our members are self-employed, a big part of them, and so you have a whole different view of people when you have to please the masses, and I think that's what you'll see at the show. Our show is very what would you call it? Just
We're there to be of service.
Yeah,
We serve. We have strong level of servitude.
Yeah, and I agree with Richie on that. I think, and the people will tell you that. You know, what I mean, when you come in, you're greeted. When you leave, you know, your hand is shaken, and we give you a gift going out, and you know, it's just hospitality. You know, and I think that's what's important. And we were just talking, Rich and I. I said we have a kids area. You know, we have a whole area just dedicated to the children. Nobody, I don't know of anybody else that does that.
Right.
You know.
Well, I've never been to a show like that. And you know, Mark Lund, he has been trying for the last 2 years to get me to show up. And I've always had something booked on that day. And then I finally meet Raul at ACC. And Mark calls me up that night after I posted the interview. And he's like, that's the dude. That's the dude. And I'm like, what are you talking about, man? He goes, that's the dude from the show, the car show, the Night Owls. That's Raul.
Yeah.
And just, I told him, I said, okay, I'm going to show up this year, man. I'm going to be there. And God, I mean, I've just had so much help between Richie and Raul and everybody. You know, it's just amazing. I can't wait to meet everybody, man. I really can't.
Yeah. And you know, he's like a legend in town. You know, I mean,
He is.
Like, in our field, you know, when we talk about the car shows, I mean, Raul's the guy. You know, he is the guy, and you know, I don't know if some people might be a little bit jealous, but you know, it's like that's who he is. You know, he's a giving man. He's a wonderful man. He's just. I met him. In fact, this is crazy. I met Raul in Louisville, Kentucky.
Did you really?
Yeah, and so we're talking. Well, you know, we were there. I was there with another buddy, and Raul was there with Daryl, who I pointed out to you and told you was the artist, Daryl Mayab.
Uh-huh.
And I knew Daryl from before because I'd done. So I would print his stuff too. And so we're talking, and he introduces me to Raul, and you know, we're talking about going to another show the next week. You know, it was all Chevy Day or something up at Vandermeer, and I said, man, we should go, you know. And he goes, yeah, well, where do you live? And I said, I live over here. And he goes, oh, no, he tells me he lives where he lives. And I said, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. I said, we're less than a mile from each other.
That's amazing.
Here we were neighbors practically, and we didn't even run into each other, you know. And then all of a sudden we were joined at the hip, and we've just, you know, he's like a brother. He's just like a third brother of mine. And Richie's the fourth, you know. I mean, I've been very fortunate to be surrounded by such amazing people. You know, everybody in the club's that way, though.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have any
great group.
Yeah, we don't have any kind of dissension or everybody kind of flows. And I don't know. You have to come to a meeting, you just be going, God, these guys, they get along so well together. You know.
Well, and that's what it takes, man. I think that's why it's such a success, and it's been a success since day one, right?
Oh my gosh, yes. And we were just talking about the days out at Chatfield, how, you know, like we had to go in early or later after they closed the swim beach because we took over the swim beach parking lot.
Right.
And those lots were huge. And we had bands, we had a stage, we had Marty, and everybody was feeding everybody, and you know, I was doing the t-shirts, and Raul was doing all the entertainment, and it was just, God, we were just talking about, there was a jet car one year. The old boy, he lights it up and blows the tent just like it was like, I'm glad, like Rich says, I'm glad there were no small dogs in there. We'd have been buying a puppy. You know, it's like
barbecued puppy.
Yeah, well, we had the Bronco cheerleaders out there.
Yeah, we had the Bronco cheerleaders one year, and man, I don't know, it was just amazing. And then, you know, I don't even know why we took a little bit of a break, and then around 2020 we thought, well, you know, it's the pandemic and we need to get together, and we found out if we could. Remember, we found out the legalities of it, and we had it down at the Platte River Grill, and like Jerry said, it just wasn't a big enough facility. You know, they came, and the next thing you know, we're parking people here and there, and it was a good show. And then we found this spot over in Sheridan.
Yeah.
We looked around. I mean, you know, it's really hard to find a facility that large.
Yes, it is.
That's when Jeff, jumped in.
And Jeff Martinez, what a great guy. Oh my gosh. Another one who's he's a member. He's a great guy. He's just, you know, he's the chief of police over in Sheridan. So we always go, you know, he always finds a good charity to donate to, and we use them, and we try to keep that within that community because the community supports us very well. And
right.
I don't know. It's just I think that's ideal because we got shade trees, we have the grass, you know, and finding grass that big, I think, is the toughest thing, and getting the permission to be able to drive on it.
Yeah.
And thank God nobody's ever done a bird out on the grass, you know,
Well,
because
you know, I don't. Really, to be honest with you, I don't think there's a single participant that would do that, but there isn't a single participant that would let somebody do that.
no, and I think, you know, you being around bless you, you being around the car people, they all have hearts that are unbelievable. They're all, you know, I've never really ran into a really a bad egg in the bunch. You know, they've always been really, really good people. You know,
it is the truth. The car culture, and I don't know how it is anywhere else because I've only been involved in the Colorado car culture before, you know, and I'm sure it's the same way everywhere you go. But they just bend over backwards to help you, man. Or it's just like when I did my show down in Pueblo. I had guys saying, "Hey, man, what can we do? What can we do?" And I was like, "Guys, I want to cover all facets myself. It's a small show, and I can do it, but I want to learn all facets of this car show in case we decide to get bigger. I know what we got to do or whatever." But I said, I want to, if it's a failure, I want it to fall on me. I don't want it to fall on anybody's shoulders like, hey, you didn't do this or you didn't do that. And, you know, and it really was a big success just because everybody got online and told their friends about it. And I put it up for pre-registration, and it filled up in a day and a half. And we only thought we had room for 30 spots. And come to find out, we got room at this place. And what's so cool about it was my dad's very first car lot back in the 60s when we opened it up in the standard station and all that. So it's just kind of like going home to me, but we found out we can probably park about 50 cars. And Rhodey, Raul, they both came up to me during this, you know, because I was talking after giving away the trophies, and I said, you know, we're going to might try to find someplace bigger. They both come up and said, you know, bigger's not better, man. This is such a cool setting. Didn't you think, Richie? I mean, it was really a nice setting, I thought, you know, for a car show.
I thought it brought something out of you specifically, Roller.
What do you mean by that? Explain.
Well, because of your history with that building.
Right.
It meant something to you. And so I think you approached the whole show, the way you talked, the way the people you had, you approached it with reverence, not out of a profit.
Yeah, no, and there was no profit. It was all out of my back pocket.
There's a difference.
Yes.
There's a good difference.
Guaranteed. And it will be, we will next year, because I thought that, you know, up here, everybody's so willing to give a $20 bill for donating. It's amazing how many people do, you know. And there, I didn't put a denomination on the money donated. I said, hey, this money's going to the lady that has a bread store, and it's going to go to her church. I said, nothing's being kept for me or anything like that. And I said, so please go in and buy some bread from her at her bread store. She opened up specially for that. And I said, and donate with your heart. Well, I had a couple guys, you know, come up and they had the money all rolled up and handed it to me, and I went to open it up and look, and it was like $3, and I'm like, God, come on, guys, you know, you know, unless you're just on hard times, I understand, but I mean, you can at least maybe give a 5 or a 10 if nothing else, you know. So next year I'm going to just say, hey, it's a $20 donation. It goes to Seppi's, and we'd love to have you go in and buy some bread from her. The bar next door, they ran out of food. They had to go get more food. They weren't expecting anything. So it was a learning curve for everybody. So I think it's going to be even better next year. But I think I'm going to keep it there, and we're just going to just roll with it, man, for a while and see what happens.
Well, you know, I agree with Rich. I would keep it there for one reason, just the emotional attachment you have with your father.
Yeah.
And then if you want to do something at another location, then I would say then go for something bigger and you can work on it. But you know, that like Rhodey and Rose says, bigger isn't always better. When you got that emotional touch involved, and you know, if it brings out a little bit of tear in your eye or a little lump in your throat, that's what you want.
I'm not lying, it did. course, I got a big heart, man. And I, if I start something talking about something or somebody that I'm very passionate about or that I just absolutely think the world of,
Yeah.
I mean, the tears will come out in me. I guarantee you that right now. And I've been that way my whole life. My whole life I've been. I just I can't speak. I've had people say, "Hey, will you speak at my husband's funeral? You guys were best friends." I'd say, "I can't. I just can't because the love
Yeah.
I had for him was too great, and I won't make it through it. I just won't make it through it." So,
But
but
that's when you know it's true love. That's
yes,
if
exactly.
you do that. Yeah, we can all put on a face, but when it really comes to the part from your heart, it's just totally different,
Yeah.
Roller. So don't ever jeopardize that for that.
No, I don't. I don't. I don't. I really don't. And my dad was the same way. And the older he got, the worse he was. I mean, so, but yeah, he was my hero, man. He was my hero, and I'm just so happy to be able to do it there. And Jerry Potts and I are going to be working on a trophy this year. We're going to do. Now that's another thing I'm going to do also is
Awesome. Awesome.
I'm gonna have a different trophy every year. But this year, I mean, coming up, I'll buy the first place trophy, but whoever wants to do the second place is going to get their own trophy. They're going to be responsible for it, and so on and so on. So, me and Jerry, we're gonna come up with something really cool for the first place trophy, and I'll always keep that spot for me because it's my show. So I want to give
Yeah.
the first spot away, but I also I'm going to include some bikes this year coming up, next year, and I want to do the lowriders. We had some guys in the lowriders, and I thought they were cool cars, didn't you, Richie?
Oh, beautiful cars.
They really were, man.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and great people, man. Just everybody, excuse me, everybody got along so well. It was such a great group, and I went up to Beto, and he was the guy that had the bikes, and I felt so bad. I was like, dude, you have such beautiful bikes, man. I said, I don't know why I didn't think of having bikes here, and that was Buzz's buddy, man, and I thank Buzz for bringing them in, and they're going to be a big part of it next year, man, and I'd love for them to get up here and come to the Night Owls, man, because I don't know, do you guys do bikes at the Night Owls?
Oh
Yeah.
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 The very first trophy, the
Really?
very award number one is for a bike.
Well, these
Iron
guys
Bike.
got some contender bikes. I'm telling you, man. Richie, you've seen them. They were beautiful, man. The engraving and all that stuff. And just, I mean, these are definitely contender bikes. And there's some beautiful bikes up here, don't get me wrong. But I thank God I'm not a judge, man. I didn't want to be a judge at my show, and I don't want to be a judge at anybody else because I'd have to pick them all.
Yeah.
So,
Everyone's getting a
But
trophy.
you were saying about the people here. Raul and Richie and I we've been all over the country to car shows, and it's just the culture. The people everywhere I've been have been just. We've gone from California to Louisville, Kentucky, Columbus, Ohio,
Havasu.
Lake Havasu. Oh man, Lake Havasu! What a great show! That's on a golf course.
oh,
They
wow.
just don't park on the greens or the tee boxes. And oh my gosh, we had such a great time.
Yeah, wasn't that the Run to the Sun?
Run to the Sun down in Lake Havasu.
Brian, on that day, we went, I flew out there to meet him. I rented a car, drove out, saw him, had to run back to Vegas. I got a ticket for doing over 100 miles an hour. Son of a.
Did you hear how he said he had to run back to Vegas? There was probably a table calling his name.
It was a girl.
That's,
She was worth it, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. When I called today, when I talked to you
Lady
guys,
Luck.
yeah, when I told you guys I needed a photo, Richie sends me his photo, and it looks like Playboy After Dark, or maybe
Oh
like
yeah.
something for the Sopranos or something like that, man. I was like, oh, this is some guy. Who's this? I don't even want to. Make trouble or nothing, man. This guy might make me sleep with the fishes right here. That was a very, very well taken photo, man.
Hey, Roller, if you and I had that same AI filter, we would be handsome as well.
I had that filter. I bought it and I used it, and it said, "I'm sorry, I can't help you."
Yeah, I can't.
That's it. Just had a big old zero through it with an X in it and said, "Sorry, I can't do any better than it's just just too hard. You're very ugly, man. Very ugly."
Yeah, mine said, "Act of God we can do, but a miracle, there's no way."
No miracles performed in this location.
I was like, "What happened to mine?" You know?
You know, Roller, I'm going to tell you the story on that picture.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
I've got my like gangster. I love mob movies.
Yeah.
I've got mob type cars.
Yep.
So I'm like, one day I'm going to make a picture of myself look like Don Corleone.
Yep. Well, you
And
did.
so then I'm like, I want to get a picture of Raul and one of his dad to do the same things. And then I realized I'm goddamn Fredo. When the hell did that happen?
Well, it is. The only thing you're missing is the cigar, bro. That's the only thing you're missing is the cigar and maybe a little cognac or something like that, just sitting there, but
Just a sip.
Just a sip. Exactly. I can just imagine what Sal looked like. Sal would probably fit right in with that picture with you guys.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, we were just talking about age. We were talking about how, those guys haven't aged. And then I said, well, Raul's just like his dad, Salvador. God, I remember he was in his 80s and he looked like he was in his 60s. I was like, God, why don't I get that gene,
I don't know. I didn't get it either.
I got the old fart gene. Yeah.
Raul's in great shape. He's got great genes, and he married a great woman. Monty is amazing at taking care of that guy.
Dude,
oh, yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you what. I met Monty yesterday and Big Steve's wife.
Amy, yeah.
They treated me like I'd known him forever, man. I mean, it was amazing. I was just like, this lady just met me. And both of them, and they just were so kind and so courteous and just falls right in, falls right into the whole group. And I guess I missed it when Marty and them cooked all the food though, huh?
Oh, man. That woman can cook like none other. I tell you, her and her sisters. Right, Rick?
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'd be back to 600 pounds again if I lived any closer.
Yeah, I mean, Raul was telling me the food that she used to cook and and even Potter said that last week. He's like all the time and stuff she put into it, man. That's amazing,
Yeah, yeah. She gives her heart too. That's the amazing thing. Like I said, I think you'll see when you come to the show that the men, the women, the way we treat the kids, whoever, it's just.
Yeah. You know what we've worked on? I think the difference.
What's that?
Is for us, we have been really working hard, being dedicated, and making a priority of the experience of the show.
Right.
And the experience to everybody that comes to the show.
Yes.
The experience for young kids, teenagers, mom, dad, grandparents, maybe somebody that doesn't even like cars. Our thing has always been like, wouldn't it be cool? Somebody gets drugged to the car show. They're like, I would rather do anything but go to a car show. And they leave there loving car shows.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what we're trying to do. Or that wife that's like, I don't know, is it going to be safe? Well, yeah, it's going to be safe. We're right next to the Sheridan Police Department. We've got their police officers all over.
Yeah.
And so there's no riffraff here. And so it's a very safe, family-friendly place that everybody can be activated. Everybody can have fun. There's something for everybody there.
Yeah. And that's the way you explained it reminds me so much of the gentleman that I learned in the motorsports on how to put on monster truck shows. His whole theme was exactly that. And in my career, I have seen ladies show up in a dress and high heels and just complaining for the very first 5 or 10 minutes. And after the end of the show, they come through the line, they got mud on them, and they're going, that's the greatest thing I've ever seen. I'll be back. You can't believe it. It's amazing, and that's the way Stanley built his shows. And that's the way Danny does. When you show up, it makes you feel welcome. It just makes you feel welcome. And if you can do that from the get-go and make it a positive at the very beginning, they can't help but have fun. They just cannot help but have fun.
Yeah. Well, if you go to the show and I'm excited for you to come see the show.
Yeah, me too.
But there is definitely more stations, more tents, more areas set up for experience and fun than sponsors.
Right.
And that's on purpose. It's about let's make the experience first and foremost. And so we try to hunt down the very best
Right.
at even on the food. Our the different food trucks we've got. One of them, barbecue, Jeff Jabat. He just won at the VIP section at Top Taco. He's won many, many different awards. This guy is a badass.
Right.
And so he's going to come do some of his amazing barbecue. He's going to make some special edition hot dogs for the show. But I mean, this guy, Justin Timberlake, hired him to run Justin Timberlake's restaurant here in Denver.
Wow.
And so Jeff is known nationally.
Wow.
Then we've got the Cone Ice, a guy named Wes. He's bringing his truck. He's been there with us every year. We've been at the park.
Yeah.
We've got a little Mexican restaurant on East Colfax, La Abeja, the Bee.
Uh-huh.
And they make some food that is insane. It's amazing.
Uh-huh.
Their problem, they're right in the middle of all that construction on Colfax.
Oh, man.
So they're trying to overcome that. And so that's why we're like, you know what? Bring your stuff. Come out here. Let's introduce you to some people. And they've gotten a lot of business off of this. And it's been well deserved. They do a great job.
Well, that's great, man.
We've got let's see, Choo Choo Locals. They do like snacks, all different kinds of fruit and all kinds of different things going on. And Jeff Martinez reached out. I think he's got a connection on an ice cream truck.
Oh, wow.
Somebody doing ice cream.
You think it'd be donuts, being a police officer?
Yeah, you think that.
Yeah.
You're right, Brian. Damn, I didn't think of that. Damn it.
I know.
Hey, boy, where are you going with that cake donut? Pull it over. Drop the cake donut.
Drop it.
Or I'll tase you.
I'd tase you for a glazed donut.
Like even the children's activities. There are so many things. Dusty's like this. She's got, and I'm saying this lovingly, she's got the mind of like an 8-year-old. She sees things through the eyes of a child. And she comes up with these incredible activities and just different things. Butt outs, games, Hot Wheels. Brian, how many Hot Wheels did you donate to give to the kids? 100 plus?
Oh, no. Yeah, like 130 this year. But yeah, that's the other thing. Every kid gets a Hot Wheel. And, we go and we look for them because, I could buy a case, I could buy 2 cases, and, then you get all these random cars. But we go out and it takes Sharon and I about a year, because we give them away at other locations too, but we usually collect around 700 a year, and we give out that many. But we got to go and we got to buy the ones that look like cars. We have a 41 Willys, or we have a 67 Mustang. I don't want the toilet bowl on wheels or the sushi on wheels. But it takes us a long time to find all those. But every kid has a chance to be given. If he just is there, he'll get a Hot Wheels car, and maybe that's the plant the seed for a car enthusiast someday.
Wouldn't that be cool?
That's our thought.
That's what we're trying to do.
I was going to tell you, I'll never forget this. There used to, when we did Chatfield, there was a family, and their last name is Stark, and they would come in, and he would always show his car, and he'd bring his son. Tommy was his name. And Tommy would be at the shows, we'd always see the dad and Tommy. It was always so nice, And then we come to find out, and I'm just saying it's the years of his dad taking him, not just our show, and now he owns Precision Design, and he's probably one of the finest fabricators around. He's just,
wow.
He's built a Riddler Award winner. You know what that is.
Yes,
so
I do.
Can you imagine a kid right here in Denver that he was just like a little 10, 11, 12-year-old kid coming to our shows, and now you see him and he blossomed into this amazing, amazing fabricator, and he surrounds himself with, equal talent. I mean, he's just a genius of a kid, and what a great guy. I mean, another one of a, I think but there's other guys too, but I'm just saying, I remember Tommy as a kid at our first few shows, and it was like, every year he'd be there with his dad, and if we can make an impact like that, because this industry, the custom cars and stuff, we've seen a decline over the years, because, the kids today, they don't want to do it like
video games.
Yeah, I think the video games and all this other stuff, fills their minds with other desires, and we try to, we're trying to get them motivated towards the automotive end.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I got a good friend. In fact, he just chimed in just now. His name's Tony Agostino, and he's got a '69 Yanko that was his brother's car, and this is a frame off restoration, and
Oh, yeah.
this car is immaculate. So he's been busy this year. He works really hard, and he didn't have time to get it run. I mean, get it going this year. But I mean, you just got to do a few things that just from sitting. It's already been done for a long time. But this car, it's going to be at your show this next year. I'm going to make sure it's there because this is another beautiful car that will just fit right in with the whole motif of the show and everything like that. So that's going to be a very nice addition when you see this car, because not a lot of people know what these Yankos are, and this is one of five. It's a Daytona
Nice.
yellow, but as Don Yanko built a lot of four-speed cars, but this
Uh-huh.
is one of
Really?
five with a black vinyl top and an automatic. And
Yeah.
this was his brother's car, so it's really a nice
Wow.
car.
Nice.
So look
Nice.
look forward to getting that there. But making the kids happy, so they're not complaining to dad and mom. I want to go home. I'm not having any fun, and letting dad look at the cars and all that stuff is so important. And by having all them stations, I mean, do you guys do face paints and stuff like that? Face paint?
Oh, yeah.
See,
Yeah, face
yeah.
paint. Oh, we have games. We have all kinds of things. But yeah, the face painting, and then the Hot Wheel racing, and what else is she doing?
We've got a selfie station. We've got a thing that you can put your face through, and it looks like you're who was it
from
Greece, wasn't it?
Yeah,
From the movie Greece.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
And then the passport thing where they go. Just all we've got all kinds of things. Dusty's just amazing.
Yeah, Dusty. Oh, she's gonna have her cotton candy machine, because
Yep.
last year every kid got a T-shirt as well. Well, this year we didn't get on that right away because it's a cost issue as well too.
Sure.
But so this year she's got a really nice cotton candy machine. So the kids might go home a little sticky, but that's okay.
Oh,
They
cotton
won't
candy.
lose their Hot Wheel that way.
Yeah.
They'll be stuck to their fingers.
That's
So
true. Or their cheek,
and
or wherever.
exactly. And then, also with this year, with the temperature being close to 100 or more, we have water stations. We have people going around handing out waters.
Yep.
That's another thing that we always thought that we needed at our show, was to make sure that people were comfortable as well, and
Right.
Yeah, most car shows would charge for that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
we
guaranteed.
buy a whole
No,
pallet of
this
water.
is free. Yeah, this is free.
Well, that's cool, man. Well, I think
Yeah,
you guys are doing it right for sure.
Yeah, and we try to make improvements every year, and I think this year,
Yeah.
thank God to Richie and the guys came up with some more porta pots, because that was a big issue last year. I mean, people stood in line, and that's not fair either. So we thought, well, we need to get. So I think we got 6 more.
6. So we went
Yeah.
from 2 bathrooms to 6.
Well, 6 plus the 2.
Yeah,
8.
so 8.
8. We'll have 8 bathrooms this year, so that's nice.
Yeah, well, especially nobody likes to stand out in line to wait for go to the bathroom, man. Not at all. I know
No.
I don't like it for sure.
No. So
You
that's
know,
another.
I was at a car show a couple years ago, and it was down in Texas, and they had a company that brought in simulators, and the kids would get to sit behind the steering wheel, and it was
Oh, what a great idea.
dude.
Oh, man.
They were so busy. I mean, it was like off the chain busy, and they didn't have one, they didn't have two, they had like 10 of these simulators, and they wouldn't let some of the you go to these arcades like what's that one over there,
Dave and Buster.
Dave and Buster's. To get on one of those machines, you got to basically rough up a kid, And I mean,
Yeah.
I'll rough up a kid. I mean, to get on a simulator, I will. I'll kick a baby.
Man.
But it's just these things were so cool and these kids were having such a blast because the modes that they had in them, they were like classic cars, but they drag strips and different things like that. And man, it was busy all day long. And I never did go and check it out and see what it cost or if it was free or whatever it was. But man, if you guys can find those guys, what a great addition it is to have something like that, man. It really is.
Yeah. So now we know that you've been kicked as a child, correct?
I was kicked as a baby. Yeah, I was.
I can
Guaranteed.
tell.
I can
What else?
tell.
What else, Chris? What else do we
I
got?
don't know. I've got all kinds of stuff here. I'm just you lob it up for me, baby.
Yeah, we're
Start
just
smacking it out of the park.
we're just wanting to talk. That's what we want. We want to get people to make sure that they show up. In fact, I might just have to steal my buddy Tony on Saturday and just make him come with me, man. But just so he can hang out. But this is what I'm worried about. I'm going to have this booth, and I want people to tell their stories about their cars. But am I going to get people that want to sit down and talk and do that? I mean, not everybody's camera shy, or not camera shy. There's a lot of people out there that don't like to be on there.
Oh, you'll have a lot of people there.
But
You'll have a lot of people there.
I'm really looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to. In fact, I gotta talk to you guys about where if I'm going to be able to have an extension cord or something, because of the fact is I got to have some power to keep my phones charged because the fact is they'll run I'll bring two phones, but I got to be able to charge them at the same time.
Yeah, we've got a generator. We've got juice.
Okay.
Because we've got a whole bunch. I mean, we take we take plastic at the front, so we've got card readers, and those are tied to people's cells, and they have to charge them up and all that stuff. And so we can do about anything there but print.
Yeah.
But no, I think we'll be able to take it. But what we haven't talked about, and I'm just pulling up my piece of paper here, is Rawl has come up. Rawl and our whole group over time. This has been a long time we've been doing this.
Right.
We've got some really cool ways for people to take home some amazing auto art things. I mean, they're pictures. The mind of Becker. Becker always comes up with this artwork of different random things, and he makes this creative thing that's amazing. But like some of the games that we have or the prizes. So we're doing like a 50-50 drawing. We'll be doing that this year.
Okay.
And then you can buy tickets, and we're going to have a whole bunch of items on the side that you can come in, and there will be a little pail in front of it. If you want to put a ticket in, maybe your chance on winning that, we'll have a whole bunch of different items there, or you can put more than one ticket to increase your odds. We're going to be doing a headlights and tailpipes, and like heads or tails.
Right.
Mark Lund doing that. So we've got our beads for that. And then and then we're going to put a couple. And this was Rawl's suggestion. He says, sometimes people come there and they can't drop the money. Right now things are hard.
Yeah.
But so you want that really cool thing, but you just can't swing it this year. We're going to have a couple of those strategic things in that drawing. So for as little as $1, if you bought one ticket, you might win something that is a significant gift. A significant prize. So it's not just bidding on, because we've got some refrigerators, we've got some amazing things this year. It's never, and even with what we're going through, we've never had as many cool, big, colorful items as we've had this year.
I know. Raul was showing me, him and Steve both, Big Steve was showing me some of the auction items and stuff, and man, I was just like, I could have that. I mean, that would look good in my shop. That would look good. And then Becker's on here, and he's saying that all kids get a free stuffed bear.
Yeah, because of his little 29. It's got that bear skin rug on top is the top, and so he's got a bear with it. So it's kind of like the bear car.
Uh-huh.
So he gives away stuffed bears.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He's another that guy. Everybody. Thinks he's just a jokester, but he's got a heart as big as the city. He really does,
He's a very funny guy, but you know what? He's more of a loving guy than a funny guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You'll get to love him. He's a jokester, but I've traveled all over the country with him. I tell you what, we sit back to even this day and we can laugh about stories that happened 30 years ago, and we still come to tears. We laugh so hard, you know.
Yeah. Don't you love them stories? I mean, that's memories for a lifetime, man. And I just love being able to have people that were there and then new people that want to hear the stories and stuff. And I just those kind of stories you can't you just they're priceless.
Well, when you were talking about people wanting to talk about their cars, every car has a story. And that's one thing about the person that owns it is always interested in talking about it.
Yeah.
Like even like Richie's Cadillac, he's got stories, from buying it, selling it, finding it again. I mean, there's just so many stories to every automobile, and each one is so unique. There's not
is.
one alike. You know,
Yeah,
That's the
so
truth.
true.
that's what's cool about this.
Well, when I made Black Tie Soul, Raul was a big influence in helping me get people, and he said, "Well, hey, my brother has two cars." Because I told him, I said, "I'm looking for a Lincoln and I'm looking for a Cadillac," and he goes, "Well, he has both of those." And when I got the stories, I was I was amazed. I mean, the Lincoln is such a cool story because of the fact Richie's boss had one back when he was a bouncer, and the guy
Yeah.
was a Secret Service guy, and just a story like that. But the Cadillac, the Cadillac is one of my favorite songs on the album because the fact is that how he had to sell it, but like when he's talking, I taught my baby girl how to drive with her little hands on the wheel and stuff. Who has not done that with their kids? I mean, and taken the time to let their kids steer the car or whatever and stuff. But just to find the car again and be the exact car and stuff, it's just such a good and when it's talking about the Tahoe wind in my hair and it's just everything on that song just flowed so well for me. I couldn't wait to get it to him. I was just like, come on, let's get this done. Come on, we got to send this to Richie. I think he's gonna because when we first talking about it, Richie's like, yeah, I want some like Aerosmith or something. I was like, well, dude, you're not gonna get it on this album because this album's not that way. And he was like, oh, okay. So I know probably going through your mind, Richie was like, okay, what's this crazy white guy going to be doing here about my cars, man? But they turned out good, don't you think, Richie?
Oh my God, let me tell you. About 2 weeks ago, I took the caddy out, put the top down, and I plugged in the USB drive into the stereo
Uh-huh.
and listened to it while I was leaving my house. And I got teary eyed, no doubt about it. I mean, it was just like that. It really hits you. And I think you're doing an amazing job
Thank
at
you.
capturing people's moments and emotions on what their cars mean to them and what they, just what they are. It's beyond the song. It's a great service that you're giving people. It's like capturing those moments and those words. It's awesome.
Well, I appreciate that, man. And Black Tie Soul come out just the way I wanted it to. And everybody that donated their, information about their cars was the best information that I had, and it just made it so easy to write. So, and I'm got a thumb drive. Raul, he's told me to make some thumb drives because he wants to play some songs off of there and stuff. So we're going to be doing that. But I'm just really, I just want you to know how much that I'm looking forward to being at this show. I've been fired up. In fact, the 11th is my wife's birthday.
I knew that.
And so she kind of said, okay, I can see that this is really meaning a lot for you. And she said, let's just go do something on another day. So on the 9th, we're going to go and go do some stuff together and take her little Mustang out and go play and go have some fun. So she
Oh
was
no,
she was kind of gracious enough to bow out and let me have the 11th for here. So, but it sounds like is it the 11th every year?
No, it's just that weekend. Like last year, wasn't it
the second
13th?
Saturday, because usually we do it. We want to do it after the 4th of
Yeah,
July,
yeah.
Right,
so it's
right.
like Saturday after that.
Uh-huh. Well, we'll
You should bring your wife and her Mustang.
Yeah, bring your wife and her Mustang.
you know what? My wife is her father gave her this Mustang. It's a 40th anniversary little V6 convertible, and when I got it, it was just blah. I was just like, oh my God, blah. I got to do something to it. So I can't have a car that I can't. I got to upgrade everything and change it all. So I put wheels and striped it and all that. And I gave it to her, and I thought this is really going to get her interested in going to the car shows. She drives it 3 times, 4 times a year, and that's it. And does not want anything, did not want anything to do with the monster trucks, did not want anything to do with the car shows. Was happy that my car show was a success. Big supporter of whatever I do. I mean, don't get me wrong,
Sure.
but not no interest whatsoever. In fact, Jean Mitchell's on here, and her husband is the same way. And we gotta do try to bring them to at least a Night Owl show at least once, that maybe you guys can flip them, and make them.
We flipped them before, brother.
And make them like it, So that's one of the things. But yeah, this year, she just retired. She got some back problems and stuff, so she couldn't hang all day long. So we'll get her out there, I promise, though, for sure.
Okay. Maybe the one year we'll have a masseuse there.
Well, she'd probably go for that for sure, and just spend all of her time there, But hopefully, we get all of her problems taken care of, and don't have to worry about it.
Exactly.
So,
hey, and by the way, please don't bring up that album again about Richie, because he got so emotional here and choked up. I had to perform the Heimlich maneuver on him. Brother, please.
I was just pretending, just to make you do that.
I was keeping my fingers crossed and I didn't have to do any mouth to mouth. I said, breathe, you dog, breathe.
Oh man, I tell you. Well, I mean, those songs have the same effect on me. You can ask a lot of the people that listen every week. I play that stuff, and I get to thinking about the person that owns the car or owns the vehicle, or some of the songs that I write. And before I know it, my cousin Debbie, she's always telling me, please don't make me bring out the Kleenex tonight, okay? Just do not let me bring out because I've wrote some songs that I still cry to this day, man. I don't know. I write from the heart, and that's usually what gets them sometimes, I'll promise you.
I think sometimes people get embarrassed when they shed a tear, but the music is such an emotional, thing in our life. And I think that's why people listen to music. I think it's, brings back memories. You remember a song from when you were in high school, or you remember a song at a funeral or a wedding, or that's not the same. But anyway, you have that, and it's a memory, and that's what it should be. And I didn't mind really doing the Heimlich. Just I hated seeing him get all choked up.
Well, you just don't want to. You don't want to break him. You know what I'm saying? By pushing.
When he said, you remember when he was telling you about his boss having that car when he was a bouncer? That was at a daycare center. Just so you know.
Hey, we all got to start someplace. But he was the coolest kid at the daycare, man, having a Lincoln. I'm telling you that right now.
No. He was an adult.
Oh, he was.
That's why they call him Little Rich.
So he kicked a baby or two too, then, didn't he?
Yeah. He doesn't want to admit it, but Rich. Oh, we love him though. God darn it! And that other guy that's just. I tell you what, our program has definitely gotten better since Richie has gotten more involved because he's very
a pain in the ass.
Well, that's it. I was going to say anal at the time, but I don't think that's what I need to say right after he made that comment.
Right.
But, he takes pride in what he does. I mean, you can go down to the factory and see it there. You can see it here. You can see it. Whatever he puts his heart into, he gives 100%. I don't believe in 110 because you can only give 100, and so he gives 100% on everything that he does,
But Brian, I am giving. I appreciate that, but I am giving 110.
No, I've never seen anybody give me all the money in their wallet and still have 10% left over. 100%. It was 100%.
We've got such a great group. We really do. It's fun getting everybody together. The show, the day of the show starts early. A lot of preparation, a lot of moving pieces. I love. One of my favorite parts is the what you say our group picture under the trees when it's done.
Oh yeah,
because you see, there's a little exhaustion there, but there's even more smiles. Sure. We're happy. We had a great time bringing it to everybody, and that's the difference. Like if you go to a restaurant, everybody's happy and they're cooking with love. That's going to be one damn great meal.
Yeah,
and that's what we're doing for everybody. We're making a great damn day for them.
Or it's just like when you write your songs, you give all that you have.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing I think we try to really focus on at the car shows is if we can give them what we would want in return. It's like Richie says, you go to a restaurant, I've been in that industry before too, and I always tell them, hey, would you eat that? Well, no, then why are you sending that out? You can't send that out. If you won't eat that yourself and be happy with it, don't ever send that plate out, and the same way with us. We've been to so many different car shows, and we can look and go, well, I may not have done that, and we don't want to do this, or how can we better even what sometimes they have a great deal going, and you go, man, can we do that and make it that good, or even maybe a little bit better? It's always it's an uphill battle. It's an uphill climb every day, every year. But I think we've accomplished that each and every year.
Yeah,
we've reached the summit many a times.
Well, how many years has it been now? How many years is this?
Oh my God, I don't know, 89, 90, back in the. Oh, this. I mean, the very first ones were back on Larimer, but when we went to, I think in 92 or 92?
Mid-90s.
Yeah.
I remember Raul would have a party at his house.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the fajita?
We used to have a fajita fun run.
At his house?
At his house. Wow. And we would invite people, and we would make fajitas. And I remember one year, you'll get a kick out of this. Raul was building a back deck, this big, huge, massive deck on the back of his house, and it was all brick. It was going to be beautiful. So they came in and they drilled these caisson holes, and they were going to fill these up. And so, like I said, I was 600 pounds, and I'm out there working on it, making the fajita meat, cooking it. And man, I tell you what, my old leg went down in that hole, and the other one stayed up.
Oh shit!
I tell you what, I don't know how I didn't break something. And thank God at the time, Raul he's always been super strong. And man, I tell you what, I thought we were gonna have to call in Duffy Crane Service to get me out of there.
Oh God.
I really remember that.
Well, he lived in that cul-de-sac.
Yeah,
we would have the entire cul-de-sac all the way up, and it was a lot of fun. I remember you at the grill. I remember. So Brian's at the grill cooking fajitas, and they're little strips of meat, right?
Yeah.
So it was like Brian would be like, "Okay, there's one strip for you,
two for me,
one strip for me, one strip for you, one strip for me."
I could eat.
I don't remember anyone assigning you to grill duty. Brian just went back there.
Yeah, when I smelled food those days, I was just like a magnet. You
got to go to the source, man.
I remember there used to be a cruise across America, and our club, we sponsored the food. Remember, out at Denver Specialties, which was out on East Colfax, and the tour stopped by there. And so there again, what did we make? We made fajitas, and that was those guys' favorite meal on the whole trip. I will tell you what, I'm sure they'd have given us $100 a plate because it was amazing food. That Raul and Monty and Raul's dad had concocted up this marinade for this meat. We did chicken, we did steak. It was just unbelievable. And being as big as I was, it was so hot out there that one day. I'll never forget. I'm working that grill, and Raul and I and the whole club's just going to town trying to get all these people. There was a lot of people. And I get home, and I get ready to go take a shower, and I look down, and I have a blister, looks like about 3 egg yolks on my stomach. I never even felt it because, you get into a groove.
Yeah.
And here, that grill was so hot, and I was like, oh my gosh, I even got burnt there, but it was worth every bit of it because those people were just so genuine and thankful that we gave them a decent meal. But I remember that like that was yesterday. That had to be about 93 or 94.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
A long time ago.
Yeah. So, like that's the other thing. If we can work in the community, we anything we can do to help people,
Well, that's what it's all about, man. And then that gets around, and then it grows like wildfire. I mean, it really does. And you guys are kind of like what I'm trying to get this podcast to do is to get that in that algorithm of positivity. And man, it's I can just tell just by seeing the aerial shots that you guys, whoever posted that today on Facebook. That's an amazing shot. I mean, of all them cars there and all that stuff, I told my wife, I said, this is gonna be gangbusters, man. I can't wait to be a part of
Yeah.
this deal.
It's hard judging all those cars. We've
Yeah.
got a great judge. I mean, Jerry Potts is the lead judge. I mean, so he'll be corralling them and getting them all lined up and stuff. I mean, we talk about lineage there, royalty.
Yeah.
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 He's been around all this stuff as long as anybody.
Yeah. And that's the other thing too. We do get, for some reason, we're open to anybody to come in and share their car
Sure.
with us, but we always get so lucky. We get some of the, it's just the most beautiful cars. I mean, we've had some people come all the way from Texas.
Yep.
To come to
That
the show.
Merc.
Yeah, that Merc.
Yep.
You just go, my gosh, these people come that far to come to what an honor it is to us, to have those type of cars,
Right. Steve Becker's on here, and he said, I thought it was bacon burning. So I guess what he's talking about when you burned your stomach.
Well, now that you mention it, you did kind of have a sense of Yeah. Yeah, there was enough fat down there. I guess maybe it was rendering a little bit. But.
Don't you just love friends? I mean, don't you just love those guys that that'll just bust your chops, but will be there for you in a heartbeat?
That's Steve Becker. You got that right. Steve's the kind of guy, he'll bust your chops, but we bust his a lot too. But but he would do anything for you. Like I said, buy all those bears, give them to the kids. It makes those unique art pieces that he does. I mean, he's quite the individual.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you guys got top-notch music with Buzz. I mean, Buzz, when I first called him, I said, hey, man, what do you charge? And he goes, well, he said, my brother Raul said I got to do this. He said, so we'll just talk about it. He said, if I don't, Raul's going to beat my ass and stuff. And we still haven't settled up, but we have helped each other so much with different things, with radio spots and different things like that and stuff. But he made the difference in what I was just going to bring a little boombox thing that played music and have some music in the background. But you got to have good music, and you got to have somebody that's entertaining, and Buzz Corona can definitely entertain the crowd.
He checks all the boxes.
Yeah, he's unique.
Guaranteed.
You talking about scratching? What you do always comes back. I mean, if Buzz helps you, something will come. You'll do something. It's always that pay forward. And we believe in that wholeheartedly. That.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's the truth. I mean, all he had to do is just say, "Hey, man, I need you to help me sometime." And if I was available, I'd be there in a heartbeat for him. I guarantee I would. Same with Raul. Same with all you guys. I mean, I feel now that I'm part of a Night Owl group, and
you definitely are.
If my brothers need me for something, I'm going to be there. It's just like Mark. Mark kept trying to get me there. Well, from now on, I'm there. I really am.
We're going to hook you in, hook, line, and sinker. We're going to set the hook on you. So
Well, that's okay, man. That's all right. There's plenty of meat to hook up to. I'll guarantee you that right now. But yeah,
well, we might have you hanging, but yeah.
No, that's all right. Hell, I've hung before.
No. Like I said, you go to one, and I guarantee you will be there each and every year. And I think you'll even talk the wife into coming.
Well, I hope so.
really do.
Because I'd like to be able to share. We have. They say opposites attract. Well, it's true in our deal. she raised my kids the whole time when I was in the monster truck. I was gone every weekend. So one year I did 34 shows in a year.
Oh my God.
And I was gone all the time. And I mean, she was there at the football games, the wrestling matches, taping them, and I'd come home and we'd all sit down and watch them. And she's the rock. You know, the problem is I'd come home and try to be the boss, and they wouldn't listen. They were like, "Well, Mom said this," and so
Yeah.
she still does. She still does. But yeah, I want her to get involved. I would love to, because I would love to get her a. Of course, you know she loves this little Mustang her dad gave her, and it's an '04, but it's something that her dad gave her, you know. And I'd love for her to take pride in it and show it, and I'd do more things to it if she would, but. I'm not going to do anything else to it until she shows a little more interest in it, you know.
When it's the right time, it'll be the right time.
You're right, bro. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Just got to let her get adjusted, I guess, is what I'm saying. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't kick her like the baby, okay?
No, I don't. No, I won't. I don't, because she bites.
Oh my
She don't
God.
kick back. She bites and claws. So I don't need that. You know, I don't need the claw marks on me and stuff like
Richie just lit up again. Would you stop? He said some pretty weird stuff sometimes.
You just
No, you know what? Sometimes even though you're have different interests, you're still equally yoked. You know, I mean, you still have some. Exactly. You would do anything for her, and she would do anything for you. So,
Guaranteed. We came a long ways, man. We came from a 2-bedroom apartment to what we have now. We got a pretty nice little place out here in the country, out in God's country. So yeah, it's we've been by each other's side through thick, and we were the ones that all of the friends said that you guys won't make it a year, and they're the ones that all got the divorces, and we're still 40 years.
wow. You never judge a book by its cover.
No, not at all. Not at all.
No, exactly. No, you're a lucky man.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I feel I am. I feel I am for sure. But you know, let's talk a little bit about the tortilla factory, man, and just give us a little history on how Sal started it, and you know how it's growing so big, because I seen some pictures and I've read some stuff and things, but it's nothing better than to talk to somebody that's been there since, you know, they were young.
Well, it's an amazing business. Raul's dad, Sal, bought it in about 1960. It was a little tamale store, cookie bakery, doing some Mexican food. Back then in Denver, if you wanted Mexican food, it was pretty much on Larimer and pretty much in about a 4-block area. So we were kind of all grouped together, and then some people went more towards, we're going to focus on the restaurant, and Sal's like, I think we're going to focus more on tamales and tortillas. And so Raul was there. Sal had that very hard working ethic. Founder, you know, could do a lot of different things. Raul came in, and Raul was better at setting up structure and setting up an organization. It wasn't about how much can I do. It was how can I develop my team and build them up and encourage them to run an even bigger business. And so Raul was the perfect one to come in. You know, I came in at a high school. I didn't, I wanted to get into real estate, hated that. Helped them at a food show. I could barely pronounce the things that we were showing. And his dad was like, Raul was like, Dad, I'd really like to have Richie here. And his dad's like, well, I can give him about 20 hours a week. I think minimum wage back then was $2.85 or $3.15 or something like that. And then that's when I started hanging out. And then we've just kept going. And Raul's been, he's been like my big brother. He's been like my father. He's been like my, no exaggeration, he's been my Jesus. I owe everything I am. I owe everything I have to that man. He's been so patient and so loving and so nurturing. And even when I probably didn't deserve it, he never abandoned me.
Well,
so that's why, you know, it's funny. People ask me, why do you work the way you work? Because I work a lot.
Yeah, you do.
I have to me, I'm still paying a debt to him that I don't know that I can ever repay.
Well, buddy, he surrounds himself with good people, and you do too. I mean, I see pictures of you going to suppliers that are growers and stuff, and talking to them, and it reminds me of that old commercial back in the day when the guy had the big meeting room and all the people were in the room and they were talking about how business was going down, and the guy started handing airplane tickets out, and he says, we're not going to call him no more, we're going to go physically see him. And I can see you doing that, and that's a big part of the success. I mean, Raul does what he does, but the from, and this is just an outsider that really didn't know you guys 3 years ago. Okay,
Mhm.
this is just an outsider looking in and seeing the parts that you do are so important by going and visiting those growers and taking care of if there's a problem. And no business is perfect. There's always going to be some kind of a hiccup some way somehow. And I see you, that guy, going in there. I see you going in and saying, "Hey, what can I do to make this better for us and still keep us together?" And Raul's so lucky to have somebody like you to be able to do something like that, man. I take my hat off to you too, bro. I
No, thank you, thank
I
you.
really do.
We've had a blast, and what's fun is we naturally migrated towards different parts of the business.
Uh huh.
Is Raul really is the more of the quiet, strong type,
Uh huh.
and so he stayed more in the factory and keeping an eye on everybody in the back. And me is, if you couldn't tell this already, I'm the mouth, and so I was like basically from the office to the kitchens.
Right.
So marketing, sales, making the phone ring, answering the phone, going out and doing all this stuff. But I tell you, when we took over, when we were starting, people were so mean to us. They would throw tortillas at us.
Really.
I don't need this garbage. What do I need to serve Mexican food for? And they were mean to us. And all I can tell you, we just persevered, and we believed in each other, and we just kept pushing and pushing relentlessly every day, doing what we had to do, and doing it the right way, and building the business on relationships, and not just being slick and fancy, but going out, like you said, what can we do better for you than anyone else? Tell us what we got to do, and we'll do it.
Right.
And that's, it's old fashioned stuff. It's nothing hard about it. It's just being committed and saying, whatever it is we got to do, we got to do.
Right.
Do we? And you mentioned something. Do we mess up? Oh my gosh, we mess up every day. I tell
Right.
people. But you know what? The difference with us, if there's a problem, we own it. What do we got to do to fix it and recover and get it fixed right away?
Right. Right.
And so, the things that we've learned that have helped us persevere and be in the business so long now. I'm getting ready to hit 50 years at the business,
Uh huh.
and Raul's been there way longer than me.
Right.
And so, but the very things that are at the core of what made our business work and successful and blessed, it's the same playbook that we're doing with the show.
Right.
It's the exact same thing. And so, yeah, that's what we've done. But I think we've built a beautiful business. We're closer now than we've ever been. It's an awesome. It's quite a blessing, and I think just the love that truly permeates through that entire business. There is no doubt about it. It in fact comes out in the product,
Right. Well,
and that's the difference.
and that's what I want to get to about the product here in a minute. But I would like to just take a break for a minute, and I would like to play the Night Owls fun Fiesta fun song that I made for you guys, and that'll give you guys a chance if you want to get something to drink, if you want to stretch your legs for a second. The microphone is live. I can't turn it off, so if you guys are talking, they can still hear you
Thanks for
talk.
letting us know.
Yeah, so they can still hear you. So if you're like, God, I really hate this. I wish he'd shut up, and God, he's terrible. He's just a terrible dude. Why did we ever get involved with him? They're gonna hear that. All right. So just thought I'd give you a heads up. I do that to everybody because it's funny sometimes. I had a couple of drivers on, and they're talking about, man, he can talk a long time, and stuff. But I get into this, I mean, I just love doing this show, and I get into it. So I'll tell you, we're going to take this quick break, ladies and gentlemen. This is the song I wrote. This is called Night Owl's Fiesta Fun Run. We're talking to little Ricky and Brian. We'll be right back here in just a minute.
Summer singing, the weekend's finally here. Been counting down the days to my favorite time of year. Spent all winter wrenching every nut and every bolt. Now the paint's shining bright like a streak of lightning's bolt. Wax that chrome to perfection, every detail's looking right. Now we're headed down to Sheridan for another summer night. The rumble of those engines is music to my soul. There's only one destination where every hot rod rolls. It's a night out Fiesta fun run where the chrome shines brighter than the setting sun. Come here, buzz Corona, spinning all the tunes, keeping everybody rocking underneath the moon. Come see George and Rowdy laying those lines down so true, bringing every hot rod dream to life for me and you. I worked all year to get my car ready for this show. The only one to go to is a night out Fiesta fun run. Yeah. Rows of deuces, tri-fives, custom sitting low, muscle cars and pickups, putting on the greatest show. Food trucks serving up your favorites. Come and grab a bite to eat, then bid on the live auction items. You might score a one-of-a-kind treat. Barbecue is cooking, laughter fills the summer air. Kids are running everywhere without a single care. Friends you haven't seen since last year's all around. Every handshake says, welcome back to the coolest show in town. It's a night out Fiesta fun run where the chrome shines brighter than the setting sun. Come here, buzz Corona, spinning all the tunes, keeping everybody rocking underneath the moon. Come see George and Rhodey laying those lines down so true, bringing every hot rod dream to life for me and you. I've worked all year to get my car ready for this show. The only one to go to is a night out Fiesta fun run. Yeah. When the daylight fades away, the headlights start to glow. Spotlights hit that polished chrome and steal the whole dang show. The night owls watching over every friend and every ride, making memories that'll last a lifetime with every cruise tonight. It's the night out Fiesta fun run. Colorado's cruising party after day is done. Live music, vendors, prizes, friends from miles around. There's not another car show with a better feeling found. Buzzers rocking all the hits, the whole park singing along. George and Rhodey keep the good times rolling strong. Food trucks, live auction, chrome and friends beneath the stars. Everybody smiling while admiring all the cars. I've worked all year to get my car ready for this show. Now everybody knows the only one to go to, the only place to be, the night out Fiesta fun run.
listening to Pedal to the Metal. Motors and music. Where the engines are loud and the music hits just as hard. Classic cars, hot rods, monster trucks, and the stories behind the builds. Mixed with the music that fuels the ride. From the show field to the arena floor, we bring you the horsepower and the center to match. Stick around, we got more coming your way. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Hey, cool cats and chrome lovers! Get ready for horsepower, hot rods, and summer fun at the Night Owl Hot Rods Fiesta Fun Run! Cruise on out Saturday, July 11th, 2026, from 3 in the afternoon until 8 at night at Sheridan Community Park, 3325 West Oxford Avenue in Sheridan, Colorado. Check out classic rides, custom builds, amazing food trucks, and that sweet sound of engines rolling through a summer evening. Music all night long from Southern Colorado's legendary DJ Buzz Corona. And don't miss the live auction, featuring automotive memorabilia, collectibles, and surprises every car lover's gonna want. Bring your friends, bring the family, and enjoy one incredible night of cars, music, food, and fun. Stay in the loop. Follow Night Owl Hot Rods on Facebook. The Night Owl Hot Rods Fiesta Fun Run, where the classics roll and the good times never stall.
And now, we return to Pedal to the Metal. Motors and music. With your host, Roller.
Okay, guys, we're back. We're back right here. We are talking to little Richie and Brian from the Night Owls. Man, I'll tell you what, we're going to be having a lot of fun on the 11th on a Saturday afternoon, hanging out at Sheridan Park. Man, you guys need to show up. If you ain't doing nothing, come on out. Hang out with us, man. Talk to us. Stop by and get yourself something to drink, something to eat, and maybe get on the show or just have some fun, man, because from the way that these guys are talking, this is nothing but a good time. Right, boys?
Exactly.
True.
Well,
It's a blast.
well, I can't wait, man. I just can't wait. So, Brian, I understand that you got some pipes you can sing.
Oh, no.
That's
he can sing.
one bad dude is the way that Casey Kasem explained you to me one day. He's like, Roller, this is one bad dude.
That's it's just an odor only. Yeah, okay. I didn't know. Well, Casey Kasem did have that big nose, so I guess he's probably right.
So is it just a rumor, or can you really spit out a tune?
I've spit out a few of them in my lifetime, mostly weddings and funerals.
Really?
Well, that way the dead can't hear, so that's good.
Yeah, it was the same ceremony.
Yeah, it was the same. It was definitely the same ceremony. God. It started out as a wedding and ended a funeral.
So were you like the closing act at all concerts and stuff? When ladies and gentlemen, it's time for you to leave the building tonight.
That's the way we got them to exit. We didn't need four-wheelers and plows on the front. No. Yeah.
Well, I just
No, you know who got me into that was Raul.
Did he really?
Oh yeah. I mean, I remember we used to. His dad was a musician and a singer.
Uh-huh.
And then Raul has the same talent, and so I remember we'd go over to his house, and afterward, we'd at the end of the evening we'd always have some kind of a session, and he'd go up and he'd sing and stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool, and then one day he's like, come on, no, that's okay, I'm fine, and he talked me into it, and then oh my gosh, it just took off from there,
So you will we get to hear you at the Fiesta Fun Run? Will you be up on
Oh,
stage?
no. Remember, we're in the hospitality business. There is a big difference, Roller. Yeah, no, we don't. No, I don't want to. If I sold hearing aids for a living, then yes, we would do that. But
Is that a car alarm going off?
yeah,
No, but I'll tell you what, Brian really could sing. He was amazing.
I've had
That's
a
the
lot.
truth.
I've had a lot of fun with it, brother. But as we get older, how your voice isn't the same
Yeah.
as it was. Yeah, but I still enjoy doing it. I mean, yeah, but it's just we're so busy right now. I don't have time to do anything. So between the show and business and it's just I don't know. It's right now. I feel like I take one step forward and two steps back.
Right. Well, between you singing and Richie doing stand up, maybe we could just have a little session there,
Oh
That
my
was
God.
a long time ago.
That's why we planned to do this, and that's why he says, "Yeah, we got to come over and do it at your place because, we can work off each other, bounce." And we've done that forever. We've always been we've been the clowns as well too.
Always been at the back of the room.
Yeah,
That's all right, man. That's me all the way. I mean, I was
Yeah.
just when I was thinking of getting ready to call you guys tonight, I was like, okay, I'm just not. I'm gonna just do something weird, and you guys just fell right in with it, man. I was just like, yeah, this is gonna be deadly. I mean, this is gonna be deadly for sure. I just loved it, But yeah, that's awesome that you guys can feed it. It's just like when Buzz and I did the show here a while back. We fed off of
Oh,
each other, man. My God, I never laughed so hard in my life.
yeah.
It was such a great time, man. It really
Buzz,
was.
Buzz is a beast. He's awesome.
He is. Yeah, he is. He can come up with some stuff. So Richie, you used to do a little stand up yourself, huh?
Back in the 80s, that was a long time ago. Yeah. I'm not funny anymore.
Really?
I grew up, still don't sing. Like we were telling you yesterday, I don't sing. I've just never been that happy. So,
I love that. In fact, I'm going to use that a lot if I can. If you don't
Go,
mind, I'm going to
please.
steal it. I'm going to steal it from you.
Please do.
Yeah, because they're always trying to get me to say. I mean, I mute the microphone when I sing here in the studio with all the songs and stuff, And they're always like, "You should sing." I'm like, "No, I shouldn't. That's just something that I shouldn't do." And I just, the only people that can hear me are the mice that are running around here in the studio.
Yeah, I must sing at a frequency like what they do in Cuba, because when I start singing, people's ears start bleeding and shit. And so no, it's just that I don't even want to go there.
I've heard Richie sing solo. Solo, you can't hear him, and that's usually the best. It's like thank you.
It is. I don't even sing "Happy Birthday." I think you know what?
He doesn't know the
mouths. I've lip synced it for years. I think I've sang it twice, honestly, in my whole life.
Really?
Yep.
Well,
Yeah.
And the thing, I guess, what they say is this: if you just say watermelon, that people say it looks like you're singing. I don't believe that because I've tried it and it looks like I'm saying watermelon. So I think somebody was just pulling my leg when they told me that.
Yeah. Well, you're an auctioneer, right? Wasn't it the word waterbed? What's the one that you had to learn?
Oh no, there's weedy bid, but there's a tongue twister out there, and it's called Betty Botter. And if you say it slow, it goes Betty bought her butts and butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. So I bought a bit of bitter batter, put it in my bitter butter, and let's see. Oh, now see, I messed up. Betty bought her butts and butter, but she said butter bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. So she bought a bit of better butter, put it in her bitter batter. Betty bought a bit of better butter. So if you say it fast, when you finally get out of auctioneer school, it sounds like this. It's Betty bought some butter, but she said it butter bitter. If I put it in my batter, it'll make my batter bitter. So she bought a bit of butter, put it in her bitter batter, made her bitter, better. Betty bought a bit of better butter. So that's what one of the ones you got to do.
Yeah. So you get a rhythm down, huh?
That's the whole thing. Anybody can be an auctioneer. As long as you can count and you can hum, you can be an auctioneer. You gotta put those two together. and you just got to practice a lot. I mean, when I went to school, uh, I never counted forwards and backwards to 100 so much in my life, and just and then learn how to do it in quarters and halves and two and a halves and different things like that. And uh, it I was there a week, and it's I've been an auctioneer for over 30 years now, man, and
Gee.
it's kept me. It's got us. It's got us everything we're here for today. I mean, that
So
and
what's
the
the
motorsport.
most expensive thing you've ever auctioned off?
Uh, let's see here. I guess not big numbers. Not real big $1 million
Huh?
stuff.
Huh?
Nothing big like that. Maybe maybe a $200,000. I think it was a Ferrari or something like that back in the day
That's
when
a respectable
yeah,
number.
but and that's if you don't do the 200,000s a lot, it's tough, man. I mean, I'm used to the thousands, the 10,000s numbers and stuff like that real easy. But when you start getting into the hundred thousands, of course you can do 110, 120, 130, 140, but then somebody wants to cut you down to $5,000 increments, and then you got to stop, and you're like, well, man, my brain just doesn't work like that anymore. But I
Wow.
mean, the regular numbers, you're supposed to be able to say them without even thinking about it. Just if you start thinking about it, that's when you start messing up. So I don't know. It's been a good
Huh.
career, and I've enjoyed it a lot. It really did.
Nice.
Well, I'm betting that $200,000 Ferrari, it wasn't the guy making tortillas that bought it. I'm betting that.
No, I don't know. You never know though, man. You
Or
never
a guy
know.
printing shirts.
Yeah, exactly. I seen a guy buy a $1 million Ferrari GTO and take it in out in it was at Barrett Jackson. Take it out on the polo field and do donuts in it in the polo field and got it all muddy. And he was a
Gee.
he was a big Italiano dude. Had the gold chains, the Mister T starter kit, as I say. And
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
and really bought that car and took it out, and you watched him out there, and he was out there doing donuts in the polo field, did it?
Wow.
That's just somebody that's got more money than brains.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, everybody knows that, when you pay that kind of money for a car, you do burnouts in a parking lot, man, not on a polo field. No,
Exactly.
but no, it's just, hey, some people, $1 million is nothing,
Yeah.
and that's all there is to it. So I wish I had that problem. Me, $10 is a big deal to me. So
Jeez, I was thinking that quarter. Richie and I were playing football trying to get the quarterback from each other. It's that Jewish football. Yeah, we tried.
Oh
Yeah.
man. Well, I think that you guys are definitely onto something, and I think that you guys have built a great team around the whole group. And I'm sure that all the people that help out that I have never met are the same kind of people. And I think that the Night Owls car show is going to be around for a long time. I really do.
We hope. But talking about, I'm glad you brought up about the help. Not only are we blessed that we have such amazing members in our club, boy, the people that show up to help our Rich, it's just
Oh,
amazing.
God.
We are blessed beyond,
How
you
many
can't even
people?
imagine.
How many shirts this year?
Oh, I don't know, 80 some shirts, I'm thinking.
Wow.
So,
It's a-
that's just for the volunteers and the staff, so.
Wow.
And we don't have that really. How many members do we actually have, Rich? Have you ever sat down and counted them?
Not really.
No.
Not really. I can't say that I'm like, oh, they are, they aren't, or
Yeah. We don't treat one any better than the other. I mean, we respect the volunteers just as much as we do the members. And I think the members, they all respect everybody. I mean, it's just amazing. And because, we didn't, honest to gosh, and this roller better than anybody, that without the volunteers, we wouldn't have the show because you have to have the
Oh,
body,
yeah. Guaranteed.
and they don't want the commitment for the whole year, like we do, but they're always there to help. I mean, it's just amazing. We have good people. And thank God to Marty and Raul, because they know and then we have another one of our members, Greg Kuntz. He knows. I tell you what, that man is like, he's like a phone book. He knows everybody in there. He's just like, yeah, okay, yeah, I know him. Yeah, I know. It's like, oh my gosh. And Steve touches. He knows a ton of people as well. Steve Becker.
Right.
So because Steve's been in this. He's been around the 80s. He's been showing cars probably since maybe even back in the 70s. Because 70s. Because I'm sure.
Yeah.
And everybody, I was taking some shirts up to a customer that they have a car show up north the other day, and I was like, I said something about Becker, and he goes, "Oh, I know Steve," and I said, "You do?" He says, "Oh yeah, he's the kid with the Anglia." That was like Steve's very first car,
right?
And everybody knows the kid. It's just like, it's unbelievable that car got around. It was in magazines and different things, and everybody knows him from that kid,
Well, and that's, I mean, that means that you're pretty well liked in the game. You know what I mean? Guaranteed.
How could you not love Steve Becker, or
exactly.
any of our members? I got to say that about all of our members. I think we just have a very good collection of
selfless people.
Oh, they're selfless. Yeah, they are all about the keeping everybody happy. They like to please the masses as well.
Right. Ralph says there's 25 members and their spouses.
Okay.
So
that's probably right. 25, and then there's 50. So we probably have close to 35 or 40 volunteers. I would think. Yeah. I would say probably, because to put on something that big, Roller, as from being in the monster truck venue, that it takes a lot of people to put on a show like this,
Right.
Different skill sets.
Oh yeah. Oh, we have some people that are accountants. We have people that can manage the money. We have people like Buzz that can entertain, and we got everybody has a purpose.
Yeah.
I have a special purpose.
Oh yeah.
that could be for another show. That's for Playboy After Dark. Okay.
We're not resurrecting the dead around here.
Oh, that's funny.
I was watching The Jerk just the other night.
So that is some funny stuff, ain't it? God, I swear.
They don't make movies like they used to.
No, they don't. Not at all. So there's two questions that I need to ask you for sure. First one is, with me having, I brought a pop-up. Is there going to be room for me to put something up, a little tent?
A pop-up?
Oh, a pop-up tent.
Yeah.
10 by 10 tent?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. We'll get that figured out.
Okay. And I got a table and chairs and stuff like that.
Okay.
What time do I need to be there?
Let me ask you, do you want to be at the same park?
Yeah. Well, I was hoping maybe something within 100 miles. It's a big tent.
We're going to do a remote.
You can really you can see it for a long distance. I got lights and I have an airplane that flies over with a banner on the back and stuff like that. Follow me over here to see Roller.
So here's what would be interesting. You're going to need some juice. I'm going to say probably get a little creative on where to put it, and not where we'd normally like, oh yeah, right there. That would be a go along, because it would be cool. I'm wondering if actually having you by the food trucks, because as people are waiting, they can listen to you doing the interviews and see them.
Yeah.
And you'd have quite a bunch of people around you right there.
Well, we have to keep him south of. We'll have to keep you south of the music, because the music projects towards the north.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't want to interfere you, because you won't be able to hear yourself. With buzz. Because.
Right.
No, we'll get that figured out.
We'll get that figured out. And the food trucks and all that sit south of the music. So that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a great idea for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he'd be on that hot pavement and lose another 45 pounds.
Oh yeah,
I'm
we can put you
looking,
right
I'm
on
looking
that.
for
The
50. I'm
fresh-
looking for about 50 pounds lost.
The fresh asphalt. Oh hell, we can promise you more than that.
Look
That's
at-
nothing. We can have you losing 60, 70 pounds.
An auctioneer trying to get another 5 out of
There
me.
you go. There you go. That's exactly it. Give me another $5. It'll be the 5. Yeah, sure, man. That's great. So, what do you think? What time should I be there then? Because I am going to have somebody that's going to follow me out. That's going to be in the show. He's got a truck that he's going to be bringing, but he might not come early like if I'm supposed to be there early. So that's why Raul told me the other day. But I'm old. I just forgot.
I'm going to say I think you should probably show up tomorrow afternoon.
Wow.
Just to make sure we get people getting there a little early.
Okay.
I was at a car show last week, and I'm talking to these gentlemen, and I'm saying, and his name's Donnie, and I said, oh yeah, I'll be there, Brian, I'll be there. And I said, okay, what time are you gonna come? Okay, now we open. I mean, we start the show around 2:33. 3 o'clock's the time on the schedule. But anyway, he says, I don't know, between 6:30 and 7. And I'm thinking, one year we got there and the guy was already on the grass, and we have people there at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
And this is AM now. Okay, I know that's
Right.
before. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They were there at there was a lady in a Corvette at my place. Well, why don't I register? I said, man, we'd like to just maybe find a place to get some coffee. We just drove in here from Denver. We're not even set up yet, so you're going to have to sit for a while. Yeah, there's those ones that got to have that first spot.
Well, we've got the cars that come to be judged and shown and stuff like that. And then we've got obviously the people that are taking care of the show.
Right.
So we get there pretty early, but we stop the cars. It's like, okay, we hold the traffic on the, hold them in queue. We've got a couple different gates there. And then we do finally start letting people in. But what we do is we get everything set, get everyone in place, catch our breath, put on our smiles, and then it's like, okay, you guys ready to open the door? Open the gates, and then that's when we do it. It typically falls about that 11 o'clock is when we start opening the gates. But that's not a hard set rule. Number one is making sure everything is set up, that all the people are set up, and they're ready to smile at everybody that comes to their table.
Right.
It's kind of a mental set, and then we know when we're ready to start letting people in.
And go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, and we'll have, the other thing, we will have, the free water early because, if it's going to be 100 degrees, we got to keep everybody hydrated.
Sure.
So in the morning, we'll have that too, because it's just, that's the time of day when, we got to watch out for that because we don't want anybody to get, lightheaded or anything up there.
No, and it can happen fast too,
Yeah, it can.
Especially with almost 100. I bet you it gets 100 pretty quick,
Yeah, thank God that's why we have some of those trees. And it's a blessing to get there early to get underneath them trees, isn't it, Rich?
Yeah, it is. And they have trimmed them already. I was over there today.
Oh, good. Yeah, we always take chainsaws and stuff and clippers to make sure the trees are trimmed, and then of course Jeff makes sure that the grass gets cut, and they don't water it a couple days ahead of time because you don't want to go on a soggy field. So,
right. Yeah. Exactly.
You got to think of all the little things like that. We've learned
a lot of things. Yeah.
So do you think maybe if I'm in line, if I'm there by 11 o'clock, that'd be okay?
Yeah, I'm honestly thinking probably you should arrive there around 10-ish.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, and get your tent set up, and
yeah, that's
like that.
more than fine with me. I and then plus when I'm done setting up, if you guys need me to help out with something, I'm there too. So I'll help out whatever we need. So.
Well, we appreciate that.
Yeah, we definitely do that. So, Richie, on the one question I want to ask you too is, when you send out your emails and stuff, I see these names in red that are highlighted red. Is this stuff that you are a member of or that you have done?
My signature line.
Yeah, is that like the Cherry Creek Innovation Campus Hospitality? You're on the advisory board for that?
Yes. So all of those organizations are organizations that I'm either on the board, have recently been like sunsetted off the board, but most of those I'm active on their boards now.
So my next question is when do you have time to eat, breathe, and sleep? Because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 listed on here that I can see. And then
Yeah.
you have all your other daily duties, dude. I mean, it's just like when I was making your song, I mean, you were like, I better by email. Well, of course, you don't have time to call. You don't have time to talk. You barely have time probably to email, man. I mean, this is impressive, dude. I'm not slamming you for any of this stuff. I mean, we got Club Management Association of America, the Mile High chapter, Colorado Biz Magazine, 2019 Winner of Food and Beverage of the Year, uh, Colorado Hotel and Lodging Association, Colorado Proud, Colorado Restaurant Association, Colorado Restaurant Foundation, uh, Colorado Chief Alliance, Colorado School of Nutrition and Association, Metro Denver Lodging Council, National Restaurant Association, We Don't Waste, and Work Options. I mean, God, dude, that's impressive. You sure you're not triplets?
No, well, it's funny that you put it that way, but okay, so what is a guy, and there was how many you said, 13?
There's 13 that I counted just on here.
Okay, so, and I love what I do. I'm really blessed. I absolutely love what I do. I love who I do it for, and I love who I do it with. But a guy with 13 cars, what do you suppose a guy with 13 cars wants?
A 14th car.
14th car.
Yeah.
And so those are, I've got just a couple cars. Those are my cars.
Well, I understand. And I mean, you're doing an amazing job, man. I mean, some of these, your board members, your vice chairman, mentor of the year. I mean, dude, that's like, really, I think Superman's coming off the wall and your picture's going up in my house here.
No, I'll tell you what it does. What it does give me is meeting with all these different groups and all these different amazing members of each different group gives me a very rare perspective of our industry.
Uh-huh.
And so that's something that we're sought out for. People want to come talk to us about, what's happening, what's happened, where are things going, what's working, what's not working. And so that's because of all those groups, we've got a really good perspective on all that. And it makes people want to do business with us.
So you're staying ahead of the curve, basically, is what you're doing.
Trying to be out there somewhere towards the front. Yeah.
There you go, man. So what's this We Don't Waste? What? Tell me a little bit about that.
That was an organization. Arlen started it out of the back of his Volvo. And so he would collect food from different stadiums and hotels, and let's say a convention center where they would do big banquets and they had all these empty lunches or trays of prepared food that were fine, but the catering gig is done. And so Arlen would go get them, pick them up, and take them to different homeless shelters and food pantries around Denver.
Uh-huh.
And so I was involved when they were in their second building. They're now in their fourth building. We guided them towards that. And so they're now huge. And so like when you see different food banks and food pantries, these are the people. We Don't Waste are the people taking the food to them to give out.
So can you buy tortillas and stuff? Is it Rockalitas or what is? How do you say it?
That's it, Rockalitas.
Okay,
that's a good one. You got it.
For a weddle, that's not bad, huh? Hey, so can you buy these? Is there stores that we can go buy this stuff at? Because I would love. I mean, the chips. I tried them yesterday at Roadie's. They're to die for. They're to die for, dude. I mean, they're amazing.
Yeah. So you know what? We're a weird. I always tell people we're a weird, quirky business. Ran by a couple, a couple weird, quirky people. And so no, we're in no stores. I refuse to do business with them. I just don't like their business model at all.
Uh-huh.
So where we are is we sell to a certain group of food distributors. They come pick it up, and then they take it to different hotels, resorts, hospitals, schools, restaurants, you name it. We, in fact, just this past week, we shipped some cases of. This was a fun little thing actually for us. I got a call from a chef, and he's kind of frantic and kind of like, I don't know how to unpack this, Richie, but I got to ask you how I can do this. And his name is Billy. He's a chef at Coors Field.
Uh-huh.
And so he's like, we make these big tacos out of your 13-inch red chili flour tortillas. And we put brisket, pork belly, all kinds of stuff. It's big, it's obnoxious, it's delicious. And people just love this. It's a novelty. No doubt about it. It's a novelty. So Major League Baseball, we've got the All-Star game coming up with, 30 teams? I think 15 and 15. And so they went to each of the chefs from the different cities and said, bring us that throwdown item that best represents your city. And so Coors Field picked that taco.
Oh, wow.
That big red taco. And so we shipped them. So the guy calls me. We're on the phone about 10 o'clock. Turns out we are running a similar product like that at about noon. We ran it for them in the afternoon. They were on the UPS trucks on the way to Philadelphia. They got into Philadelphia today.
Wow.
So our tortillas will be served there. So that's just, one example. That's what we do. We make chips in the shape of B-2 bombers for the Air Force Academy. We make specialty products for the Gaylord, specialty products for the Broadmoor, low sodium for schools, and all kinds of different things. So we're kind of a weird business. Well, you've been to the plant, is that correct?
No, I'm gonna.
No, well, you got to get down.
Yeah, exactly.
When you come, you're going to see the weird, quirky thing because we don't even have the name on the building.
Really?
There is no sign. There's no sign. It's just it's a thing of if you know, you know.
Wow.
So we're like this big tortilla speakeasy. Yeah, and we do have a little store. So our nephew Benjamin has opened it up. It's a little hallway to the outside.
Uh-huh.
And so we make specialty tortillas and chips just for the store. And the experience there, we're all about experience, right? So there, it's not like going to a Mexican bakery. It's more like going to a wine tasting room.
Uh-huh.
We're going to tell you the story of the ingredients, the spices, why we made this. Can you taste that? There's a certain sequence of flavors. It's a different experience, and that's why we're getting calls by stores that want to carry this.
Uh-huh.
But if you take away that experience of taste this, can you do that? It's like a wine tasting room where if you go there, the wine tasting room is at the winery. You're going to get that story and fall in love with it.
Right.
If that same bottle of wine is in a liquor store with 1,000 other brands, you'll never even notice it.
Guaranteed. Yeah, it's true.
And so that's why we're like, no, you won't give it the right experience, and it's just going to sit there.
Wow.
And then they will blame. They'll say, oh, well, gee, the product wasn't good. Well, no, it was because the amazing story that went behind it wasn't told.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
the problem.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
that's
I get
true.
militant about that. It's
So,
really dangerous.
what is the name of the restaurant at Coors Field?
It's Aramark.
Aramark.
It's the main concessionaire out there.
Oh, so it's just you deal with the concessionaire, and then they have that that taco or whatever it is at certain stands, and that's it.
That's correct. That's correct.
All right, Carter. So you're gonna have
And
to
then also-
you're gonna have to go on a walkabout, Carter, to find it.
Also on also the little stores, it's we've got a little sign for that, but that's open Fridays and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Uh-huh.
And there's a line out the door. When we
Wow.
open it, there's a line out the door.
Cool. Right on, guys. Well, I'll tell you what, man. I think is there anything that we haven't covered that we need to cover? I mean,
Well,
I know
okay,
the owner of the
going back to the
radio.
jerk. I was born a poor black child.
Yeah, exactly. And all I need is this thermos and this chair and that lamp and no, really,
That's all I need.
that's all I need. That's all. And my what was the dog's name? Was it Butthead or Shithead or something like that?
Shithead.
Shithead.
Come here, shithead.
Come here. My dog don't like me. Navin Johnson, the Omnigraph.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's such a great show, man. I just love it. I really do, man. I just love it. Why can't we make funny shows anymore like that stuff,
Yeah. Try to make Blazing Saddles too.
You might offend somebody.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
See what I mean?
with Blazing Saddles, you'll definitely offend some people, man.
You couldn't release that today.
No, not
It wouldn't even get made.
No, they would have got.
You couldn't even pitch that.
No, they would have looked at you and said, "Are you crazy or what?" You're
Yeah.
trying to shut us down, get us in. You imagine how many lawsuits there'd be if you tried to.
Oh.
Oh my goodness! In fact, I'm surprised that they even let some of the stations play it anymore. I mean, I've watched it on several different stations, but I don't know. It's just God.
Yeah.
It was definitely for times like today. It's not.
Yeah.
Not at
no.
all.
No.
No, not at all, man. Not at all. Raul said a great show tonight. Love you guys. Thank you, Raul. I appreciate you very much, man, for everything you've done. Gene Mitchell, I look forward to seeing you with Floyd there at the show. Hopefully, you're going to make it and stuff. But we're looking 450 to 500 cars.
Well, 450 limit.
450 is the limit. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that's because we just don't have
Yeah.
the room. I think.
Yeah. That's what we're prepped for.
Yeah.
Well, hell. I hope 450 goes, and then maybe someday I hope that we have to find room for 750. Are you?
Well, that would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Oh my God, it really would. I mean, the word gets out. Who knows? Who knows? I
Yep.
mean,
Yeah.
it's just word of mouth. That's the best form of advertising a person can have is word of mouth.
Well, we don't. Neither one of us advertise. Richie Raul doesn't advertise, and I don't advertise, do we?
Yeah, not really.
No.
I
And
lo-
you know what? I was going to tell you too, Roller, and that's why you look at Richie and you look at Raul, and you see the love that they have for their food, and that's why they make by far. And I'm not saying this because I know them, but the very best product in the world. I mean, those tortillas. I mean, you're talking to a guy who used to weigh 600 pounds. I know food.
Right.
And so, I remember going down there the days it was like, and I'd sit at the end of that tortilla machine and one would come off. And I tell you what, that was like an oral orgasm. It was unbelievable. You just melt, because, and the product, like I said, I've been in that business as well. And I told Raul one day, I said, if you run out of their tortillas and you had to go get another tortilla, the first thing people say, something's different about this. Well, yeah, hello, I don't have the best tortilla in the town on this burrito,
Yeah, exactly.
So honestly, the chips, the tortillas, the quality, from the experience to your dinner table is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I got to say that about these guys.
I'll tell you what, that hot sauce that Monty made the other day at Rhodey's place complimented them chips. I mean, I was like I was going to the electric chair, man. I was eating my last meal,
Yeah.
Oh, it was just delicious, So, but guys, I tell you what, I really appreciate you taking the time. We've been on 2 hours, man, and it went by so fast, and it always
No.
does. And I'm willing to stay on as long as if you guys want to talk more about more stuff, you're more than welcome. I mean, I'm not trying to end the show. I'm not trying to do nothing. I'm just trying to be respectful of y'all's time. That's all I'm trying to do.
We'll pick it back up at the show.
And you know what, Roller? We appreciate you promoting the show. Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
Oh,
Yes.
no problem. And
People
whoever's
like you help.
whoever's doing the little deals on Facebook, I love them, man. They're just really cool. I don't know who's putting them all up there, but they're
Everybody
really
wants.
they're really cool. I mean, AI is amazing what it does. It really is.
You're right. It's incredible what you can do, and between Big Steve and Jerry and Raul, they all have creative minds, and it helps. That I think people see that and they get the fun of that off of that too. Like when Easter comes and we have the little bunny rabbit in the car, or when we have Mother's Day, or we always try to put out something for those occasions. And I think people just love to see that stuff. They comment on it, and it makes you feel good that you're, giving them a little something. Independence Day or whatever. The other day yesterday or Saturday. Yeah, today's Sunday. I don't even know what day of the week it is.
Exactly.
When you work 7 days a week, you don't know what's going on here, brother.
That's
but
true.
and I think you're right. I think that really echoes the care that these guys put into it every day. I mean, it's an everyday thing.
Yeah.
When you look at the whole, especially towards the end, coming up to the show, it's a.
Oh yeah.
We work on this thing for months.
When it's in the home stretch and you can see it, that's when it's
Uh-huh.
it's everybody's kicking ass and taking names and making sure everything's dotted and crossed and everything's ready to go, man. I mean, that's,
I have a prediction.
what's that?
Best show ever.
There you go. Perfect.
Roller. I explain it like this: the 2 months building up to it, you're like blowing up this balloon,
Right.
and you're blowing it up. All the power you got in your cheeks, you're blowing this thing up every day. And then the day of the show comes, and one guy pops that balloon, and it's over, and it's like, oh my gosh! Guess what? We got to start on the next one already.
Exactly.
Got to get that balloon out and keep blowing her up.
It's the truth.
But
you have to.
that day goes by so fast, brother. It's just, when we were just sitting there talking about that, you remember this, you don't remember everything because it just goes by, so fast,
Right. And that's the way even with my little one, it was all that work I did going up to it, and then it was over with. I mean, I was driving home.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I worked for 3 months straight out every day, doing stuff, making sure, waking up in the middle of the night, going, oh, got to have coffee, got to have donuts. Okay, where am I going to get that? And just all that other stuff, and then it's just all over with in just a wink of an eye. You're just like, damn, that's crazy.
But just think how proud your dad was of you.
Oh man, I do. Don't make me cry. Don't make me cry.
No.
Okay, don't make me
No,
cry.
I'm not, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You did it for a reason, and now that's what I'm saying. Don't let that get it. Keep it where you can have it at that location, and help that dear lady out. With the bakery and stuff, and you know what, you're going to be blessed deeply with that.
Yeah, I think so. I really do. And I went to school with the guy that owns the bar next door, and so that's kind of nice to be able to help a friend like that out and stuff, and stuff like that. So
So you're helping two people.
yeah. So and Brian, I know that you weren't there, and I keep saying one more question, no more questions, but Richie, what do you recommend? And I mean, I would rather have you tell me the worst news in the world than to lie to me. What do I need to do to improve my show as somebody that's got such an impressive show? I mean, your information is valuable to me, and what would I need to do to make my show better? You were there.
Ooh, I thought your show actually went really, really good. I didn't see gaps where there was nothing going on. It kept building and building nicely. It didn't peak out early. You had good weather. I still like the location, easy to find. There's plenty of parking around there. That's the thing. We should go to dinner and talk about it, like map it out.
Yeah, I think that's one thing I definitely want to do before next year comes. But do you think I should maybe have some vendors there? I mean, I've even thought about that street on the side, on the west side of the building. It's called Evans, and it's not a very heavily traveled street. And the lady that owns the bakery now, she's got a lot of pull with the city, and I was going to see if she could maybe get that little section closed down, where we could have a few more, parking, and then maybe some vendors.
Yeah. I'll just tell you what we've done at our show is vendors. We have some people that I'm going to consider them sponsors.
Right.
To me, a vendor is somebody who pays to have their thing there and they're selling their stuff.
Right.
Sponsors came and they generously gave without really any expectations. They just truly wanted to see us succeed, and just like, here, we're going to play the long game with you. We're going to give you some items. PDA is that.
Uh-huh.
You know, we've had Adams Polishes has helped us. We've got others that have helped us as well.
Right.
But I think building the experience first, because that way you're able to deliver when you do have vendors there. You're going to know this is how many people they are. Here's the demographics. Here's where they're coming from. So that you're selling to, offering those opportunities to the right people.
Right.
It's like Brian and I were talking about that earlier. It's like, I can bake some great Christmas cookies, but if I'm trying to sell them in July, ain't nobody want them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're right. I would say work on the show, the experience, show that, we've got people that have been here 3, 4, 5 years. We've got people that have been with us now for
since the
90s. And so that's when you want to talk to somebody about who to build, who they want to, here's the customers you're going to reach. They're proven to be loyal.
Right. Well, we definitely going to have to go to lunch sometime and sit down. And because I treasured the information that you guys have, and I just appreciate everything you've done. So thank you guys very much for hanging out with me tonight. And I wish you the best for the rest of the week, and we'll get down and we'll just do it the way it's supposed to be done, man, on Saturday, because I can't wait.
You got it.
And I'll be there at 10 o'clock and to get it all set up, and I'll have everything, tables, chairs, tent, and an extension cord. So
okay.
That's
and your personality.
And I'll bring that too. I'll bring that with me for sure, guaranteed.
And a breathable T-shirt.
Yeah, no joke. I sure don't want no sweat running down my back.
Yeah.
Or some pasties.
Yeah, pasties. Yeah. Well, we probably should wear a shirt. I think that's probably a good idea.
Cool. Well, we'll see you then.
All right, guys. I love you both, man. Thank you very much for being on the show. And I'll talk to you soon, okay? If you need me for anything, you got my number. I'm free during the week except for Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'm free in the afternoon after that.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you. Thank you, Roller.
All right, thanks,
guys. Brother.
All right, bye-bye.
Take care.
All right, bye-bye. All right, guys. Well, that's what it's all about, man. And now you're finding out exactly what the Night Owls are about. And it's about people like those two gentlemen. It's people like Potts that was on last week. It's people like my buddy Buzz that was on. Raul's going to be on Wednesday. He's going to be hanging out with us, man. And, I think it's just going to be a fun time had by all. And I'm really looking forward to it. If you guys are far away, we'll be doing some live stuff there. And I'll try to get away and walk some of the cars and stuff. But I'm just anticipating what the turnout's going to be, how many people want to sit there and talk about their cars. Tell us their story, because, like the song says, everybody's got a story. And that's what we want to hear. So we look forward to that. But it's 9:19. I think I'm just going to play one song and call it a night, guys, and let you all get to bed and have yourselves a good night and start your work week right. I hope your 4th of July was a great one. And as always, I love you guys very much, man. You guys mean so much to me. As you're talking about the show, please tell people to follow and like us. And that's the only way we're going to grow. And we'll just make it happen for you guys. I want to get this one big and just have everybody enjoy it. So that's what it's all about. But you guys have a beautiful night, and we'll talk to you on Tuesday, and that'll be with Raul. And then I'll talk with Raul in between then, and maybe we can do something on the 9th, because I'm not going to be late. So maybe we can do a show on the 9th. But there will not be a show on Wednesday. So don't make plans to tune in, and there's not going to be any there because we won't be there Wednesday. So, all right, this one here is called Patina Comes With Age. After that, we're going to say good night. So you guys just have a blessed weekend, or blessed week. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Folks admire the shiny ones, all polished up and bright, chrome reflecting every little beam of morning light. But I stopped for faded paint and steel that stood the test, 'cause every scratch and weathered mark says I've survived the rest. Time can leave a wrinkle on a fender or a face, but neither one can ever hide a lifetime filled with grace. Every mile and every scar tell stories worth their weight. You learn the finest things in life. Patina comes with age. Patina comes with age. It isn't something new. It's earned beneath the summer sun and morning's falling dew. You can't buy a lifetime, you can't fake yesterday. The things that last forever, patina comes with age. I've watched old couples walking hand in hand downtown, still smiling at each other while the world keeps spinning round. Like an old farm truck that's faithful every single day, love grows a little richer, patina comes with age. That old pickup's never been the fastest down the road, but it's carried dreams and family through every heavy load. Just like these hands beside me, they're stronger every day. Some things are built to last. Patina comes with age. Don't cover up the memories with another coat of paint. The beauty's in the journey, not perfection that it ain't. The dents, the laughs, the tears we've cried, they're badges worn with pride. Patina comes with age, and that's the way it's meant. A life that's truly lived leaves every honest dent. When my days are over and they're putting me away, I hope they'll say I wore my life like patina comes with age. Every scar has a story, every mile leaves a memory, and the best things in this old world come with age.
And summer fun at the Night Owl Hot Rods Fiesta Fun Run. Cruise on out Saturday, July 11th, 2026, from 3 in the afternoon until 8 at night at Sheridan Community Park, 3325 West Oxford Avenue in Sheridan, Colorado. Check out classic rides, custom builds, amazing food trucks, and that sweet sound of engines rolling through a summer evening. Music all night long from Southern Colorado's legendary DJ Buzz Corona. And don't miss the live auction featuring automotive memorabilia, collectibles, and surprises every car lover's gonna want. Bring your friends, bring the family, and enjoy one incredible night of cars, music, food, and fun. Stay in the loop. Follow Night Owl Hot Rods on Facebook. The Night Owl Hot Rods Fiesta Fun Run, where the classics roll and the good times never stall.
All right, everyone, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Pedal to the Metal. I want to send out a huge thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in and supporting the show. I also want to thank all of our amazing sponsors. You're the ones that help keep the wheels turning, and we truly appreciate you. Be sure to join us every Wednesday and Sunday. We kick things off with music at 6 p.m. each night, and the full show starts at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Until next time, keep the pedal down, heads high, and we'll see you at the next show.